You don't want to interrupt me while I poop. It stinks real bad here right now. It's a doozy. It's a real doozy. It's a real doozy. Kill them. It's a real doozy. It is possibly the biggest poop of all time. Possible.
You're really far away.
All right. Oh, I'm surrounded by, this is oh my goodness. It's a BDSM pile of owls there. That's a lot of leather. That is a lot of leather.
I could go either way.
You don't like Lace? You don't like him? Because he kind of is, you know, responsible for your existence, so probably should have some appreciation.
You know, I heard he could too.
Why? Oh. It actually did take me a second to kind of figure that one out. I was like, huh? Oh. It really did.
Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I may not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Does that, you know what I mean? Does that, you know what I'm saying, right? Like guys, you know what I'm saying? Does that make me, do you know what I'm saying, right? You know what that makes my character, right? You know what I mean? It's kind of heavily implied that that makes me one of the
Hello. Welcome to the stream. It's Nazen here with the LeemThatStreams, and we're back today playing some Lethal Company. I can't wait to get started on this. It looks like it's like everywhere. I'm seeing everybody play it. I've tried to avoid it as much as I can. I've watched like a few minutes of people playing it, and I don't really know anything about it, so it should be interesting to say the least. But we're here today with Hi-Fi Wolf, 1UPMilo, and AkiraOchiba, who is joining us today to play this wonderful game. And we should have fun because we had a great time playing Phasmophobia the other week, and this is a good cruise. So we are going to go to the moon, do some work, whatever it is that we are doing. It should be interesting. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday, a good start to your weekend. Welcome. How's your day going? You having a good one? You relaxed? You maybe had a nice cup of coffee this morning? Figured out, you know, just how to relax, how to take a moment to yourself, look out the window, and then I don't know, like sip some tea or whatever makes you happy. I don't really know, but as long as you're having a good day, I'm happy for you. So welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Lethal Company. We're going to get started here pretty quick because I want to get into the game. But I will remind everybody, next week we are going to continue with Small Saga. I am loving that game. I'm having such a good time. And then also, we're going to start Spiritfarer. So I'm really excited to do that. I hope you guys are ready for some fun old times. It should be a good time. So let's do this. Let's play a game, shall we? And let's get going. I'm gonna start over on this side, I think, and then we'll see how it goes. So let us go. Actually, I better stay here because we're in the just chatting mode for now, I guess, but let's go. Hello?
Absorb the game. Wow. Yeah, it's probably the same for me.
What's going on?
Just an important thing to know. If you play this game, press 1 to dance.
Okay.
That's all you need to know to start out. Nothing else matters, just dance.
Is everybody in...
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. There they are.
Now?
I'm here.
Okay, hi.
All right. Hello, everyone.
Oh, everyone's ready?
Everyone's ready.
Let's
Hey.
he's really
Like
busting it
beyond
down.
right now.
We are dancing crew. You can kind of see it behind me there. Let me get into the game here.
I think they're all
Oh
on
shit!
it.
Oh shit!
Aren't they?
We are moving.
I'm not dancing, I just really need to use...
Let's see. Let me get to the game. Here we go. There they are. Hello.
I love how Milo's just stagnant. wait. Let's all crowd him.
Let's all huddle.
Yeah, get here eventually.
What are we doing?
Get away from me, you heathens!
There it is.
How dare you?
Everyone point at him.
Yeah.
Don't bully Milo. Don't bully.
Milo. Fucker. Be fine.
Wow.
Okay. Yes.
All right, so we're about to lethal our company so hard right now. I've never played this game before.
I don't know anything about this game, so this should be interesting to say the least. How do you jump? Oh, wow, we jump freaking high.
I'm about to get
How?
Probably
Like
the most experience here.
Okay.
like this is ow. Like I feel like that
Video, so I'm like most experienced here.
Damn.
like I feel like that
watch mojo.
is not good for your head. Because you're gonna like smash your head against the ceiling.
It's fine. Little Dane Ramage never hurt anybody.
I'm basically a Facebook mom. I just had 10 minutes of experience and I'm better than everyone else.
Found crotch goblin mode. We're good.
Okay. Read the manual. Oh, that seems important. Let's see.
Animal.
Favorite animal? I can't read it.
Those are balls.
Please describe your role in a team dynamic.
I can't. It's
Silly.
it's too blurry.
We do a little.
Why is it so blurry? Oh, there we go. Using your Echo Scanner, the company's patented Echo Scanner, hereby referred to as the scanner, is an essential tool for employees. Your crewmates may have their own best interest in mind, but the scanner will always be by your side. Press the RMB to ping the scanner while looking towards objects of interest. If the scanner detects an object, it will return a general information such as monetary value, name, purpose, the color of the info indicated, green, yellow. Biological matter would be red.
So basically, this is just like Fortnite.
What?
1-800-STEAMER.
Well, that's good because my experience in Fortnite is extensive. To that, I've never played.
Please describe your role in a team dynamic. Yes.
Do we all have to do that? Can you guys hear me?
help?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. Couldn't. How do I put this down?
Ooh.
How do I?
Going shopping.
What do you-
Do I got any money?
How can I drop this?
Oh, okay. I just threw it on the floor.
Let's go shopping.
Hell yeah. About to pop my freaking. Never mind.
What? Ooh. Nothing to store.
Say something. I ain't saying it.
You already did.
$50. Hey, Arvin, how you doing? Can I get a
Orbiting 41. Population abandoned. Conditions arid decays. Okay.
There you go.
How do I?
you leave? Okay.
That's more like it.
What do I do here? Do we all have
Sit
to?
down.
Okay, here we go. Please enter your favorite animal. Well, that's obvious.
A squirrel.
Please describe your role in a team dynamic. Red shirt.
You're in deep.
I typed yes.
I said silly.
Name the Fortune 9. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Help for a list of commands. Oh. Moons. I don't know what any of that means. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
We'll figure it out. What was that? Don't ever do that again. Bam. Oh my god. Scared the crap out of me. What does this do?
Light switch jump scare.
What does that do?
Closed door? Open door?
Well, it's not really.
I think basically,
Guess nobody's
I think we can't open because we haven't selected a place that we need to raid yet.
Ah.
Oh.
So basically
Okay.
the goal is that we go to abandoned warehouses and loot their stuff that we need to sell.
Perfect.
In deep.
Oh,
Okay.
This file Sigurd.
Perfect. Let's.
The question is, how do we find a place?
Wait a minute. What does this do?
Sigurd.
Switch camera.
Oh.
It's not doing it.
Whoa! I did a thing.
What did you do? Oh.
I typed in Sigurd.
Okay.
And
What does that do for you?
Here now. Do.
Do.
Does a read a log? Use the keyword view before its name. View. Let's see. Okay.
There is messages. I didn't even see that. I'm gonna switch sides here. There we go.
That's not it. That's not it, Chief. G.
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 How do we? What do we do? Does anybody know? I don't know. What is this thing?
welcome to the
Requires
So catalog
battery-powered
to route the
item.
Pilot to a moon. Use the word route.
Okay.
I don't know how to
So
fucking read.
route. There's no action supplied with the word. Okay. Okay.
Okay, hold up. Selling scrap to the company follow procedure.
Did anybody? Has anybody tried? You know, unplugging it and plugging it back in again? Has anybody tried that?
Listen, the day the
What is
anti-route.
this? Windows 95?
It's MS DOS. It's just DOS.
God.
Oh, okay. So route experimentation. The cost to route to 41 experimentation is 0. It is currently mild weather on this moon. Please confirm or deny. Do we want to go there?
Yeah, sure.
Yes,
Why
the
not?
floor is made of floor.
Great.
Ready to die.
How did you do that? Oh,
To that moon.
can I scan you?
Big brain.
What if I
crouch.
scan? I don't know.
Ah, okay.
Crouch goblin mode.
Yes. Alrighty.
So if we're already going there, then
Are we going there? Like, do we know that?
experimentation. Well, I put in the thing to go there, and it said that we were already on the way there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're on the way then?
That's what it said when I put in the command.
I wish we could change colors or something, because, like,
Open.
I wanna
Maybe
be
that's a
Among Us.
future.
I know people can have like hats or something.
Yeah, there's mods. I know
I've
that.
seen mods for, like, custom skins and
The
stuff.
Leem That
I saw
Streams is
someone
proud
have
to
the
support an
minions.
ongoing donation drive right here on Twitch for the Lemur Conservation Foundation. If you want to support the stream in an awesome way and can afford it, check it
I
out.
didn't break it.
To learn more,
Dude,
check
are
out the
we winning?
link in chat at the Lemur
I have
Reserve.
no
Start
idea.
Game.
This lands the ship.
Start game. E.
Oh, wait, what? E.
Okay.
Random
Hey,
seed. Okay.
That does
Are we?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Shit.
Okay.
We are
Hey, we're here. We did it. Hey guys, I think we are on a
Oh my
moon.
god.
Wow, that sun does not look healthy.
won.
Hazard level B.
Yep.
8
8 a.m. All right, let's go.
Never mind.
What do we do?
9 a.m.
We need to go to a building.
Okay,
We're doing it.
we're doing it. Okay. Oh, bye. Oh, okay. No, it's
See
fine.
ya.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Wait, where's
Let's
Akira?
let's check.
Where's Akira?
Where, where'd he go? Oh, he's way over there.
Oh, he's on the other side.
Yeah, he's on the other side.
Is there a
I hear
mouse?
you
Is there a
guys.
mouse
Hold
sensitivity? What's there?
Is there like a radio?
That's much better.
I was gonna say I hear like music.
I do too. That's
We
weird.
hear music.
Yeah, I hear music too. Well, no, I'm also is like, is there like if we get separated, do we have like a radio button?
I think
You know.
was I don't know. I thought
you know.
I thought you'd be able to with like.
Okay.
I remember
Like
seeing
Phasma
the
with
T
D or
button,
E or
but I don't know if that's really.
Huh.
We might have to find walkie. Oh, you know what?
Oh,
There's a
that's
store.
even
There's a store on the ship. We might have.
Oh, we have to buy a walk. Okay, well we have no. I'm guessing we have no money, so.
That's stupid.
All right. Well,
That's stupid.
you know, it's fine. I'm just gonna run. Let's see where this goes. Ooh, where does that go?
running?
There's a ladder.
Hold down
Hold on.
shift.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh,
Running is
hold
so
on.
goofy
Okay.
looking.
Ooh, I'm gonna see what's up here.
this looks safe.
Yeah, it's probably
Y'all can
safe.
go up.
I don't see any
Okay,
problem with
sorry,
it.
it's red.
I'm gonna look around.
Hurry!
Oh, is it the red sun? Oh man, we must be on Krypton.
Holy
There's
shit.
nothing up here.
How'd you getting sloppy here?
So I'm assuming falling that far down would be bad.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, whoa. I am so much faster going down. We're the best ladder climbers of all time. Holy cow. That
Man,
was
bro did not
impressive.
Skip leg day.
Yeah.
We're also the best dancers.
We are pretty good dancers. What? You guys, the running animation is so ridiculous. Okay. Let's go. There's a ladder. This is a much smaller ladder.
Ooh.
Where
Wait.
are we?
Oh, I see how that works.
Everyone's so mean to me.
What did we do?
You left me stranded on the moon.
Well, we're all on the
Akira?
we're all on the moon. Like, oh, I found a door.
We're missing
Listen,
someone.
we are all big boys. We can all survive.
Yeah, I found a door. Where did everybody go?
I pay attention to details. I look around.
Wow.
Oh wow, why is that? I heard you so clearly just now.
Echo.
Okay.
Echo.
Oh,
Are these graphics normal?
I went inside the building and everyone disappeared. It was really scary.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. Let me go in again. Oh, you're gone. There you are.
Hello.
Hi. What does that do? I guess I should be scanning things, huh? Oh, I found a key! I think.
Oh my god.
I got a key.
Phasmophobia.
I don't know what that does, but it's a thing that I'd use, I guess. I'm just gonna hold this key, I guess. I don't know what it does, but I'm just
Door that
It could
opens or
be-
something.
It
Probably.
could Open the door.
well, yeah.
But we need to look around for scraps that we can pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get that money, guys. We're gonna be rich. Ooh, steering wheel.
We're gonna cut in our lethals so hard.
All right. Okay. There's a flask.
I got a flask.
Nice.
Wheel.
I'm gonna need a sample from everyone.
There's a. Can we recycle this bottle? Someone was up here drinking on the moon. That's pretty nice. All right. Well, is there?
They got the girl dinner.
What's over there? Nothing. All right, down we go.
There we go. Chat, if the game volume is too much, please let me know, and I will adjust accordingly.
Also, let's say from my chat, if anything's unbearable, let me know.
Why is it so dark? That is too dark. No. Do we have a flashlight?
Maybe go upstairs.
No. I guess I'm guessing that's probably another thing we have to buy is a flashlight.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to basically buy everything.
I see
Okay.
a
Well, what do we do? Because I can't see anything.
Is it not?
Whoa, he's got a thing.
Oh,
I got a
that's a thing, all right. Hold on. Okay.
Sell that?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
So maybe we can bring these scraps to the ship and buy ourselves a flashlight in the meantime.
How do I get out of here?
Yeah.
Oh, Okay. Yeah, let's do that because we're not getting anywhere with that. What does this do?
Follow the light.
You echoed so bad when I went to the door. Bro, this is just like Storage Wars.
Yeah, just like it. just 100%. 100%. I can't see any difference.
I'm Rick Harrison, and this is my pawn shop.
I hope you guys know where you're going.
We call it an expert.
There's a ladder here.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't even that far, so it's fine.
Spinning wheel, value was 30.
Oh, hands are full. Okay.
To let go of the ladder. Okay, that's cool. Hey, where's the ship?
Right here. Wait. Shouldn't it be like... Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Why'd you go the wrong way?
I don't know.
Where are you? I can't even... Oh, right. You know what? There you are. I think it's over here, right? Because, like, we came... What's in here?
Oh, no, wait. Guys, he's directionally challenged.
Directionally challenged.
Is that their ship right up there with the light?
That's actually true.
Oh, I hear them now.
Ship, yeah.
There they are. That's our ship.
Milo?
Milo's on the ship. You were literally saying...
I thought you got lost.
Oh my God.
I've been here.
Oh, I was telling them that you're directionally challenged because we didn't know where you were.
Bruh.
Got scrap to sell. All right, here we go.
Put your stuff in there, and then we're
yeah.
gonna route the ship back to the company building to
$50,
sell stuff.
Okay.
Nice.
I route
Literally have
company
no idea what we're doing here, but that's okay.
Are you all in?
Yeah, we're
Still
here.
got the key.
I have the key.
Can somebody shut the door if
Yeah, I
that's
got it.
possible?
Hey, there it goes.
We're good.
Getting calls.
Nice.
Can we find
We
Cole's
good?
cash?
Cole's cash? No, that's too valuable. No one would leave that on the moon.
It must be in
Unless-
orbit around a moon to route the autopilot. Okay. So we gotta do the lever first.
Shit. Got it.
Yeah.
E.
Okay.
Go.
I will look that up then again.
We're
Route
really flying.
the company building. If I could type.
Dude, this game's easy. We won.
Did we win?
We won.
Still.
Nice. I
Should
can.
Nathan sell the key?
Can I? Oh well. Performed report. Performance report. The most paranoid employee sustained the most injuries. How am I the most paranoid?
What?
It's the laziest.
What makes me the laziest?
Well,
2 days. to
2
meet the
days
quota.
left
The
to make
quota of what?
the moons.
oh, that means.
It's like a real job.
Can I sell the key? How do you sell?
This is just like the Legend of Zelda.
Pretty much. How do you sell
We're going
this?
to the company building now.
Oh, go over here. Go over here.
Oh wait, where? Oh,
It's over here.
oh, in here. Okay. I'll just put that right there. Alrighty.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like it's fitting.
It's fine.
Okay.
You can fit if you try hard enough.
Yeah, you know, I'll go with it. Okay.
It's just like Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay.
For real.
Basically. It's like Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Right? That's what
Yeah,
I was thinking.
100%.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So are we
But now
going
we
to
need to
land
figure out
then?
how we buy stuff.
Well, I think that's at the terminal. There's like a store in
terminal.
here. So if you just type store.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. How much money do we have? Oh, we do have money.
Fortnite.
Oh, we have. I have $60. I can't afford anything.
Body 71.
Okay.
We're at the company
level safe.
building.
So I do not see.
Do we take this with?
I'll get my huge ass thing.
I don't see anything.
I'm gonna get my flask.
Maybe down here? I don't know.
Wait.
what
Oh,
we
we have to
sell.
take our stuff, huh? Okay.
What's that?
Oh,
Echo!
this is where we sell.
Okay. Wee. Incoming. How do I?
Fuck.
Okay. Did they take it? Oh my! Oh my god! Oh my god! What? Did it just get?
Wait, Where's Creed?
Is Creed dead?
He got taken.
What? What?
Creed got killed by the tentacle monster.
Did that count as selling? Oh.
So, okay.
Okay. Paycheck. Oh, we got 65.
Hell yeah.
But that doesn't buy anything. Where do we buy things?
I think we go in,
Maybe the ship.
maybe in here.
Where do we go get Creed? Where's Creed?
Don't worry about that.
Oh no.
One of Creed was worth $65.
Yeah, that was the thing that we sold was Creed.
Okay.
Oh no.
See the company store selection of useful items. Store. Look to the company store. Use words buy and info on any item. Order tools in bulk by typing a number. Okay. So, do we want our first priority would probably be walkie-talkies and flashlights, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
If Creed's
so
in
out
there,
of the two,
maybe.
out of the two, what do we want the most?
Probably
What can we
flashlight.
afford?
Because, like, we
Okay.
can stick together for the most part until we get them. But flashlight seems important. Also, check if Creed's in there. If you could buy Creed back.
Can you buy Creed?
Yeah.
Any purchased items will arrive hourly at your approximate location. Okay, so we got 4 flashlights coming in.
Sweet.
Sweet.
How do we
I don't know.
drive?
There's something landing over there. Hold on.
Oh.
That's probably our stuff.
What is that music? Oh, it's you. Oh yeah, this gotta be our stuff.
What the hell's this music?
Okay.
Creed, what are you doing in my chat?
What do I do with it? I opened it, but then I can't do anything.
Oh, the flashlights are on the ground.
Oh. Oh, I see it. Okay.
Oh, I see one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Creed's for whenever he.
Neat.
Yeah, maybe drop that one in the ship.
Yeah. Oh no,
I
where?
don't know if there's like a way to.
Oh wow, now it's just like Phasmophobia.
It is basically just Phasmophobia. Although I will say these flashlights are much stronger than Phasmophobia. Where is?
Switch between your inventory.
You can switch between the Q and the E button, I think. If you have multiple.
Oh, okay.
At least that was the control say.
Okay. Well, you know, I did notice there was quite a bit of blood where Creed was standing. So that could be an issue.
I mean, blood is valuable. Can we not collect it or something?
We could sell it. Yeah, we should sell that. So, is there a way to get him back? Like, are we supposed to do something?
I wonder if maybe
I think we need to select a new world to visit.
Yeah, let's
I was
just...
gonna say maybe if.
If we select one and leave, he'll just magically show back on the ship. It's fine. Let's see what happens. Just go bam. Okay.
Let's maybe shut the door.
Sure.
Good idea.
Company building buying at 53%.
I'm back.
Wait,
Oh shit!
I did it! Yay!
how did you...
Man, we have to pay when you die. Are you kidding me?
We got...
Skill issue.
We got taken... Money got taken away from us.
There.
Yeah, we put some things in there, but like, okay, well, let's go do a moon, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Word that type incorrect. What? Moon. It's not. Wait. Moons.
Hello. Milo, come here. Milo, come here.
Okay.
Huh?
Experimentation, assurance, rainy, March, dine, rend,
Cock check.
Titan, foggy.
You passed. Hot check. If you pass. Nathan, turn around real quick.
I'm trying to type things.
Oh, okay, you're fine. You're fine. Sorry, I died.
Yes. Confirm.
Dying costs money. Hey, there's only one way to find out, right?
Okay.
I won.
We're flying. What did you do?
Inventory, and I can't take it
You're
out.
good. All right. He's good, guys. He's good.
What did I do?
You passed.
Okay, good.
Land ship. Are we ready to land?
Sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Now that we can see in the dark, waiting for crew. Okay.
Oh, by the way, to just scroll through your inventory, it's literally scroll.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, you can use the mouse wheel to scroll.
Okay.
Oh, we're back here. I picked the right one. Okay, cool.
I love this place, man.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. Hazard level B. Not sure if that is good or bad, but we'll go with it.
It's a difficulty level.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Maybe we should like do more than one trip for collecting scrap.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah,
Explore
probably.
more, so we can have more trips.
True.
Where are we going? Okay. I'm following you. I'm gonna run like you guys.
This is the right way.
Okay.
This should be the. This is the wrong way.
No.
This ain't.
Wait, it's different. Maybe.
It's different.
It's different.
Oh, a different scene maybe.
Shit.
Okay, there seems to be something over here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, that looks
But-
like a place.
There's something over here. We got the bam.
There's a building right here.
Yeah, we're just gonna go.
Ooh.
Wee.
Whee! Maybe I shouldn't have sold that
win.
key. Maybe that was a bad idea. Because we probably could have used it here. You know?
Okay.
Alright.
Don't want to set the world on fire.
What's this?
Oh,
Airborne. Can I use this?
Please.
yes you can. Turns out. Oh, right.
There's your answer.
I should probably not.
Yes, juicy airborne.
In here.
I found a door.
Because what if there's something that's gonna come and eat our asses? I don't want to do that.
Ooh, for free?
Eating ass.
Eating ass for free in this economy?
Got it. I got some metal scrap. Where'd you guys go?
Hold on. You're probably below me.
Yeah, oh, there you are.
There you are.
Okay.
I think the others went the other way.
I found some scrap, so that was good.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi, how are you? Wonderful weather we're having.
Okay.
What's that thing?
I don't know.
Guys,
Is there?
there's a bug here.
There's a
Where?
Right up
A
there.
bug?
like a bug as in a bug or a bug as in like it bugged?
Present!
Present! That should be safe. No, you know, I died last time. It's someone else's turn to die.
Hey, Akira, come open this present!
Akira, it's Christmas.
What are you?
Where are you guys?
It's Christmas Day.
What is happening?
People are dying.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
fuck
that.
yourself.
Okay, that's not suspicious at all. All right, I got it. It's mine. All right, here we go. It's fine. Can you? How do you? Oh, open GIF. Left mouse button. Oh. New creatures sent data sent to terminal. Great, I
There's
did
the
it.
creature up there, by the way.
Oh my God! What the hell is that?
What the fuck?
What do we do? Oh my God! No! What do we do? What do we do? What do you do? Can you do anything?
You know,
Is there anything? What do we do? All right. Well. Oh no! Oh God! It's okay. What do you do? Is there? Okay. Well, someone grab this flashlight. I'll grab his flashlight.
okay, you got it. You got it. Good game.
What was that? Is there anything you can do about that?
Shit. I don't know.
There might. I don't know. It might be worth looking like through the store.
Might have to like buy a gun.
Okay. So we're basically.
Did mine? Oh my god, you guys are kidding.
Run out. They run out. Fucking flashlights run out.
Hey, I bet that key might have come in handy there. Wait.
Just wait.
Where'd you go?
Over here! Are you there?
No, I don't know where you are at all. Where'd you go?
I'm behind you.
Oh, hey, there you are.
Hi.
Okay.
This way. So the flashlights run out.
Oh, good. That's good to know.
Oh, good, he said. Nah, man. Good night.
Okay. So
How do you fight the creature? Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know if there is a way. That's the problem.
I have like room for one more thing.
Yeah, my flashlight's dead. Both of my flashlights are dead.
And scale issue.
Yours is dead too. What are you talking about?
Why can't I hit people with? I should be able to hit things with this.
There should be a weapon button. I don't know what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and put this stuff in storage.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm with you. Oh wait, because I'm kind.
Yeah. Be kind, rewind. Bam. Oh man, Milo booked it. God damn.
Bro.
Milo's like, I'm out.
And I don't know where the fuck to go. Where are you?
I think it's over here. Actually, I don't know the answer to that.
What are you doing up there?
I don't know, I'm scared, I can't use the ladder!
That's what you get for abandoning us.
I'm coming.
Wait, did you just fall?
No, I climbed.
Oh.
I just came down. Why are you both up there?
I don't know. I'm looking
How did you get
around.
down?
I climbed the ladder.
Okay.
Won't let me.
Yes, it will.
It's so
Wait.
oddly specific on placement. But got it. It's like it's like one
Okay.
pixel. You
Sure.
gotta find the right pixel.
What? It won't.
You'll find it.
Oh, there it is. Wow, weird.
There,
Wait, oh, wait, hold on. I gotta get right. There it is. Okay, that's weird. That's a little weird. There might be a bug in this game. I'm just saying.
You know,
There might be a little bit of a bug.
I mean, technically, this game's still out on early access, so.
True.
There's that.
Which way? Over here. Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm trusting you with directions.
I have. Well.
Oh, it's right here. Fine, we're fine.
Oh, you know what? You know what? With the batteries, I bet that thing in our ship will recharge it. This thing over here. I bet this will recharge it. Yeah, it will. Okay, that's how you do that.
Oh. Cool. I won.
Nice. Okay, but that doesn't really do anything. What is that? Oh.
Air horn.
Maybe taking 2 of these would be a good idea.
2
Okay.
flashlights. $13. Nice.
All
Do
right.
we want to go look and see if we can find anything else before we leave?
Yeah, because $13 is boof. I mean, I'm sorry, Akira, but we'll get you back, homie. I promise.
Yeah.
We need money because we have to pay for your death.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to make some money up for Akira's death.
Oh shit! It is nighttime.
Is that bad or okay? You guys are
Potentially.
Depending.
all right.
Let's go a different way. Let's try to find somewhere else.
Sure. I'm sure that'll make a difference.
You have been scanning,
Try to
right?
get more loot. Yeah. we
Nope.
will. Scanning. How do you scan?
Left, right click. Wait, where'd you go?
We gotta get his main entrance. It says it's over here.
Yeah, that's where it was before. Where did Nathan
okay.
go? Oh,
I'm
it
over here.
comes.
I didn't know there was. Oh, is that the?
Scare.
Is that the place we were at?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the only place to go inside, so.
You gotta get his reboot card.
Okay.
I did not need to see a shot of your ass today.
Well, you know.
Tomorrow.
Whoop.
didn't want to?
No, I didn't want to.
What was that sound?
What the hell was that?
What was that?
What was that sound?
What? Who did that?
Who did that?
Was that you?
Was that? Who was it? I don't know. Going in. I'm in. You're not following me. There you are. Okay.
Please don't eat my ass spirits.
Well, you know,
I wonder
Does it stay the same until you leave the moon, or
Probably.
does it randomize it every time?
Probably, but like, is it just certain death if I jump down there?
Probably.
I wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't seem like that.
That doesn't seem, yeah. So maybe back in the other room where Akira died.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
that's a safe spot, I think. Yeah.
You know, what the fuck, Milo?
No!
Wait. Bad, stop it.
Is there anything we can do? Is there anything we can do? I don't know how to. I don't think we can do anything. All right. Well.
Well, sorry, Milo. Oh man, now we gotta find more stuff.
I can grab their body. I have.
Flashlight.
Apparently, I can.
Wait, yeah.
I can grab their body. Apparently. I don't know what that does. I'll just take them to the ship and see what happens. All right, let's go.
See if Akira's still in there.
Maybe, but I can't carry anything
Let's see if he's
else.
Still in there real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take Milo to the ship. Oh, it's really buggy. Holy cow! If I carry, where am I right now? Oh wait, can I get? Uh-oh. Warning: the autopilot ship will leave at midnight. Please
Midnight? Oh,
What?
shit.
What? I will drop Milo if I have to run.
Wow.
Oh, I can use. Wait, I can't use the ladder. All right, hold on.
You'll be fine.
No, it's well, how do I?
I jumped.
Oh, you did?
Bar. Yeah,
Okay, I'm
yeah.
fine. All right, we gotta go. How do we get to the ship? There it is. How am I gonna get Milo's body up here? Oh, you found them. Oh my God! What the fuck is that? No! Oh my God! What the hell? No!
Hey Gecko, you must have missed the daily incidents on my live stream. But
Hi Gecko, how are you?
Ooh.
Oh my God. Oh no. What the fuck was that?
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
I don't know what that was. Oh wow, okay, I got the most paranoid again for some reason, and hey, we're fine, everyone.
Something, man.
Oh, we got
$40.
minus $40. 1 day left to meet profit quota. Well, that's a good sign. Do we? Oh no! Did we lose our we lost our flashlights?
Everything.
Oh no!
Stupid.
Oh no! Oh no! Hi Gecko, how's it going? Oh
I don't know
no!
what that means.
Oh no!
Maybe this is a good time for a little recap. So, what I've also learned is that when it gets dark, monsters start popping up. So we need to be careful.
Yeah, don't be out at night is what we're learning from that. Rip in pieces. It was nice knowing you. Yeah.
Milo, you cannot beat it.
I hope the severance package. I think they severed my head from my body, so that's the severance package we got there. All right.
Bro's just munching over here.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we do?
Well,
do we even have money?
Probably not. No.
We have like $12, dude. It's bad.
Oh yeah.
Like, is there even?
Are we still? Are we still on the one?
Yeah, I think we can land it in the same spot.
Okay.
So, I guess that's what we're gonna do, or do you want to do that? Alrighty. Uh-oh. Well,
I guess we're doing.
we're doing it.
We ball.
Oh, it's raining. Is that good?
We'll be fine. It's raining. Sure.
Listen, only the cool kids join the conspiracy
Celestial.
on Discord.
Okay.
So, I can see why you are not there. Just saying.
Hazard level B.
It was B last time though too.
Entrance is basically in the same spot.
I don't think it matters for us. What is that? What happened?
Don't. He just sank. He's dead.
Who?
What?
Wait, what?
Creed just walked over here and there's like mud and he's just sank into it and died.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, that sucks. What is this?
Oh, shit.
Damn it! There is a ladder over there.
I'm going to the top of this thing to see if there's anything, but it's just no. It just tells me that the main entrance is over there. Okay, never mind. Doesn't really seem to be anything up here. What are these
I want
bugs?
to use the ladder.
Oh, they're gone. Milo?
Don't tell me Milo also died.
Milo? 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 Oh, nope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh,
Don't go there.
Okay.
Don't go there.
Maybe let's stay away from open fields, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it's the rain that's causing this.
Yeah, I'm guessing the rain has something to do with it. We're good at this, guys. We're really good at this.
Yeah.
That don't look safe.
No.
What? Where are you? Where are you?
Hello?
Milo?
I think Milo also died.
Why? I've heard them just a second ago.
Oh, you heard him?
Yeah, I heard Milo a second ago.
Of 2020 snacking. It's all about balancing the ratio of Doritos to existential dread and the perfect dip of anxiety in melted
I'm
cheese.
scared to continue.
Bon appetit.
Oh, nope, that's mud. That's mud. That's mud. Okay. Milo? I don't know where they are. We probably should have gotten some walkie-talkies. Maybe that would have been smart. How do we get to the main entrance?
Yeah.
There. Nope.
Okay.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's over here somewhere. Oh, there you are. All right, I don't know where Milo is, so,
Oh, there's a ladder over there.
yeah, I see it. All right, let's go.
Julio.
Okay, this is going well. Let's go inside and find us some money, I guess. I don't know. Milo,
Yeah.
where are you?
Milo?
Did Milo go inside, maybe? I'm just gonna hope Milo went inside.
I sincerely...
Oh, this is different. Milo? There you are. Oh, there you are.
Thank God
This
you're
is
still
different.
alive.
This is different in here. I'm gonna go check it out.
Oh, we thought the worst happened to you.
Nah.
Oh no. Oh, I don't like it.
Boy.
It's not completely dark in here.
If you click the right mouse button to scan, you can kind of see a bit what's going on.
Yeah, and this is not as dark as some of the other rooms, but I can't believe. Oh, that one's dark. Oh, I don't like that. There's nothing in here. All right.
Dead end.
Okay, it's a dead end.
I went to the other side. I did not find anything over there either.
Milo lives. Yeah, exactly. Milo is alive. Thank goodness. We assumed the worst, but
I've never been so happy to see someone alive.
ooh, that's a long way down. Okay. Oh. Oh, I heard something. Oh, I don't like that sound. Don't like that sound.
No.
Oh.
Oh, I see it. I see it. What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Mason, don't
Put
do
your
it.
green on it.
But we need things. Oh no. I don't like that.
There's a beam here.
Oh. Can you...
How are you gonna get back up now?
You probably jump that. Come on now. Oh, I don't like that at all.
Okay, I'll do a leap of faith here.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh shit.
Yay!
Okay, this is fine.
Oh, there's a light here.
Oh! Oh! Oh, what does that sound? Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god, hi. Okay, that is not good.
Shut shite.
That thing's around here somewhere. We just have to know that, I guess. Hello?
Nothing this whole way, really?
Hello.
Where'd you go?
Hello.
Where'd you guys go? Oh, there you are. So,
I'm close by.
okay, there seems to be a way through here. Hungry salamander monster. It kind of seemed that way. There's just nothing here. I am not finding anything.
What the hell is everything?
Do we really need to jump this?
I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh.
Oh boy.
Ah! I made it.
Oh, thank God. You gonna do it?
Team Our Games, don't fall. I'm gonna do my best. How you doing, Theo? We are doing horrible. We don't know where anything is. We can't find anything, and everyone keeps dying. And there's a monster after us, and that's good. You're good? I'm glad to hear it.
Oh,
Doing great, you know?
I'm glad you're feeling good, but let's see if you can hold on to that optimism when you witness my gaming skills.
No, Theo, you don't.
It won't be pretty.
No, it won't be. Ooh. You're not supposed to know where things are. Well, I definitely don't. That is true.
Use the ship computer terminal to access secure doors. Are you kidding me?
Okay, well,
There's a thing over there, but I don't know how to get over there.
I got it.
Use the
only
fucking
green was
stairs.
I got a flask. Flask acquired. That's good.
There
I'm
was a
gonna,
thing over here.
that's
too.
why the
There's a
maps
giant
are
screw.
tile generated. Got it. Okay.
Bolt. I got it.
Yes.
Damn.
I don't like this door. I don't like it.
Oh, you are beautiful.
Anybody over here?
Don't like it. Don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it.
I hear something buzzing down there, so I'm not even gonna go down there. Nope.
I mean, buzzing isn't necessarily bad.
Oh no, it sounded like bug buzzing.
Oh, good. Oh, it's another one of these jumps. Good. All right, you go. You try it first this time. Yeah, give it. Yes. Okay. Nice job. Okay, let's go. Ugh. It could just be moths. We'll be fine. Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. They're definitely not demonic creatures from the shadow, lurking in your room, plotting their mothly conquests. It's totally fine. Just don't turn off the lights. Oh well.
Do I even risk trying to jump that? I have no idea.
Oh hey, I can hear you now. Hi, how's it going? Oh my god.
Anyway, I cannot open it.
Having fun without me.
Okay.
Are you gonna be able to get back over here?
I'm trying.
Is it locked? Was the door locked even? Oh no. Oh god. Oh god.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. Where is the?
Oh shit. He almost fell.
Still alive.
He's fine. He's fine. Rest in pieces. Yep. Oh god. Well, hey, welcome to the dead crew.
I don't want to be in here by myself, guys.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure. Oh no, we didn't get the flask. Oh no, rest in pieces times two.
Scrap.
All the scrap's gone.
I don't want to be in here alone.
Yeah, well, I got some bad news.
Gonna come and eat my ass. I
Probably.
don't want to be here.
Well,
Job, man.
oh my god.
I don't like it.
Do you know how to get? Do we know how to
There's
get?
just a button that you could press to like freaking just leave.
You know, the funny thing is, guys, is that I wasn't kidding.
Ain't no
when
freaking
Milo
way,
said-
dude,
When I
nah.
said that Milo was directionally challenged.
Good luck.
We're gonna find out.
We are totally about to find out. Oh.
We won.
We won. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are in such good shape. We did so good. Man.
Holy shit.
Oh my
Defeated
God.
by gravity. Hey, you were the most profitable, by which we mean I don't think we got anything.
Again.
Hey, okay, well. All right.
Do $8. Shit.
0 days left to meet.
Man.
What is the music for?
Christmas.
Report to the company building immediately to sell your scrap metal and other goods.
About that.
Well, see, there's a problem. Wait, I can hear myself in somebody's thing. Is that...
Yeah, I hear that too.
What is that a thing? I don't know. Oh, well. Okay, I guess we have to go back.
We won!
I thought we won, too.
I won.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hi, back.
Oh, you were
Requ-
AFK.
Ah, that must have been what it was. Okay.
It was.
So are you going back to, you going back to company?
Foliars.
What are you doing up there?
Won.
Yeah, totally won.
Being a sussy little guy.
Yeah.
Donas Scolopendra.
Sussus among us.
I'm reading about the creatures.
Oh.
Oh, good. Anything in there about how to not die? Is there anything about there like, hey, don't die, you moron? Is that what it says? What is this? We got some batteries over here.
So the one that killed Akira and me, the freaking giant bug thing,
Yeah.
you do just gotta beat the crap out of it, so you have to have like
You have to have a weapon.
of some sort.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have all of those things because we can afford it. Because we are so good. We're the best.
Loaded.
Profit quota. We got 65 out of 130. That's not terrible.
That is freaking huge.
Honestly, for a first time, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down right now.
God damn it. I'm gonna turn my
Part of me thought that
phone
we
is
would
making
get
all these
nothing.
noises. There we go.
We got something.
Yeah, we did. We made some money. I guess that's the point.
Yeah.
Did I land
right.
on the ship?
Are we? Yeah, go for it.
Are we gonna? Yeah,
No, wait.
I guess.
Oh, wait.
0 days left to meet the quota. Use the
Does that-
terminal to route to the company and sell. Okay, I guess we're done.
Okay.
We're gonna sell our bodies.
One.
Are we gonna sell our bodies? Apparently, we could do it. Yeah, just like Hi-Fi did the last time. Wait, we're still here though. We're still on this planet.
We better make this one count.
Oh, do we get another chance here? Okay, that's fine.
There's the main entrance over
At
there.
least it's not raining this time, so you won't sink in the mud.
Maybe?
Yeah, I wouldn't count your chickens before they hatch just yet, but let's
Yeah.
Stupid dog.
okay. Where's there's the ladder.
You made me look bad.
What is this? Hold on.
Nothing up here.
I counted. There's 14. 14 what? What are we what 14 oh 14 moths? Wait, 14? I don't know. All right. Oh, chickens. 14 chickens. There are so many chickens.
Always alone, man.
Where are we at? Oh.
The door.
I think I figured out.
Akira, wait!
Nice. All right. 14 chickens. Well, then I will kick them all. I will kick every single one of those chickens hardcore. All right. Well,
Kill you guys to fucking wait for me.
no. Yes. It might. I mean, in theory, yes, it could in this game. Absolutely.
I think I figured out the reason why there's like ladders and like silos and stuff.
Why?
In case we get like abandoned at night and monsters try to come eat our ass,
That makes sense.
we can at least climb and be safe.
Where'd you guys go?
Wooga wooga!
Oh, there you are. All right.
There's another place to jump. There's another place to jump.
Yeah, but that didn't work out very well. So
No.
there's another door over here. Oh.
It's fine.
Oh, this looks promising. There's an engine in here. I got an engine. That's worth money, right?
Ooh, that's some money.
We should probably just grab what we can and get out, because like we don't need that much.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Can
I
see
can.
the
This
air
is all I
conditioning?
can carry, though. This is all I can carry. I gotta go store it.
Okay. Do you want to do the buddy system, or do you want to just go alone?
You know, I'll see you guys later. I'll just let you, cause you know, it's fine. You know, I'm just gonna get out of here and just kind of, you know, whatever. You know, I was just like, okay, I mean, just, you know, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I'm taking this with me. How do I get back to the ship? Didn't really think that through. Ow. I think it's over here somewhere. There it is. I got an engine. I got an engine. If you die on the way back, I'm gonna laugh. It's not out of the question. My hands are full. I can't. All right, we'll just try and jump. I did it. It is valuable. How much is it worth? How do I? It won't. How do I? It won't let me. All right. Well, how do I? There, it's on the ground. That's fine. That seems fine, right? That I can't store anything. It won't let me. All right, that's fine. Just right there. It's good enough. We got it. I don't know what that does for me. I'm gonna assume it's good. How do I get back? There it is.
Oh, there's...
Are you guys going back?
I got some loot that I'm gonna bring back. They're
Okay.
still in there.
Okay. If I go back, you know, it'd be even funnier is if I go back in and they're all dead, Gecko. That would be amazing. We gotta be careful though, because it's already like 1:30, and we all know how that goes. Hello?
Hey.
Oh my god! No, 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 no! Oh my god! Oh my god!
What was it? What was it?
There was a monster like right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's lovely. Thanks for leaving me.
Yeah. Let's go back. No, let's go back. You know, it's fine. I think we got enough stuff. I think we got plenty of things.
Let's hope Milo didn't die.
Milo. Yo, Milo.
Oh, he's at the ship. He's fine.
Okay. Where's the ship?
Oh no, that's the. Never mind. That's not Milo.
What?
Oh, there you are. Okay, don't go back in there.
Yeah, we
What's
were
in
just
there?
attacked right as we got in there.
Like literally.
Really?
afterward.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is good. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Hopefully this is enough, because if it isn't, then we're screwed. But
Even
Imagine
better.
getting
We
on
did
the last
it.
day. I won.
I won!
oh man, so many comedic opportunities. It's so that was good. Just walking into the building and this monster, big freaking like they got like those like basically they look like they look like you know what they look like, and it's not. I don't know if I could say it on stream, but they all right. Well, you know.
Explain how I was the laziest, but I was the most profitable.
As you are not the prophet.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything! I didn't
What is going on? What is happening? Whoa, no! Why? What? Why are my? I was fired.
Wow.
That's harsh, man. I guess we didn't.
That's just.
That is messed up, dude.
And we had so much good stuff too.
What? We just.
Autopilot ship, where you will eat and sleep for the duration of your contract.
Like how your username says up Milo, it doesn't say 1UP Milo.
Really?
It just says up Milo.
Oh my god.
You will want to check the instructions.
Are you up?
Oh no. Yeah, you're up.
Ship's computer terminal.
I'm definitely up.
Be a great asset to the company. Great
Wow.
asset to the company.
Well, okay. I think we got better. We got better.
We kind of got the gist of it now, so I think we'll do better this time.
Not the dino
Yeah.
dance again. Can't we come up with a new dance move? Maybe something more wolfy. How about the wolf roar or the alpha shuffle? Let's unleash
Okay.
our wolves. shall we?
So it looks like we have $60 or something like that.
Hey, we still have the money.
Sure.
We don't have anything. Unless we do.
Wow, I'm just trying to fit in, man. Theo's not all about that. Okay, store. Flashlight. We could get new flashlights, or do we feel better about getting... Oh, there's a pro flashlight. Maybe that's the strat here. We can only afford 2 of them, though.
So we may need to go buddy system.
Yeah, we might have to, because pro flashlight probably
fine.
lasts longer, so.
Yeah.
What is going on back there? Alright, I'm gonna do 2. Oh, how do I do... Wait, that didn't work. What are you doing back there?
Nothing.
Oh my god. I don't believe you. How do you buy more than one?
You put in the number.
Yeah.
Oh. Those are some crispy ass chips.
Bro is munching for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what do you got, dude?
The barbecue chips, leave me alone.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, barbecue.
Okay. Well, I did it. So let's. We bought some flashlights. So I guess we'll just see what. What are you doing? Okay. I feel like I'm being. I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. You know, it's fine. All right. I'm looking for our stuff. So wherever our stuff is.
I really hope that killed him. I really hope that killed him.
I think that's killed.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Do we have to look out for that?
My ass off.
Do we have to look out for that ship that delivers our stuff?
At least you didn't do the Spider-Man meme. Maybe for free. Let's see.
Does that ship land somewhere? Where's it gonna land?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I bought stuff, so hope.
Oh, there it is.
What the hell?
Oh, there it goes.
Shit.
Nice. All right, it's here now. I love that it does like Christmas music.
There's one over here.
Got it. Okay.
I have the other one.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
You two are on flashlight duty.
Yes. All right. Main entrance is this way.
Divide it.
Okay.
You can. Yeah, it is. You can scan.
You know, Milo, eating chips like that in a hazmat suit is gonna get messy so fast.
Nah, it'd be fun.
Well, good thing it's his hazmat suit.
Okay.
Milo, do you want to get sloppy in a hazmat suit?
I'm gonna throw up. Stop.
What? Hi.
Now wait. Hi. I'll follow you.
I don't know if that's.
Oh, they're there.
Is everyone coming in or? Oh, okay.
I hope so.
Milo? What are you guys doing?
Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness.
What are you doing?
This is why they spaced us. This is why we're getting spaced.
This is why some people are called Daisy's employee.
Yes.
Wait, so for buddy again, I'll go with Milo.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
amazing.
Okay.
Oh, ring.
The ring? Don't touch it. There's something over a flask. I found a flask.
Oh, want me to take it?
Always look on the ground.
A round bottom flask. Cool.
I don't want to have to jump.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Babe, no.
Got this, I'm a pro.
I would rather go back with the ring that I have.
Oh no, did he die?
Got a ring?
I told him not to jump and he jumped.
Oh no. Is he? Hi-Fi, are you okay? No? Alright. Well.
Listen, I'm not going to risk my life for that because I have a flask.
What is that sound in the background? Does anybody else hear that? I hear something. What is that sound? I don't know what it is. Alright, whatever.
I
Yeah, you know, it might be a good idea. I'm gonna go up. Nothing bad ever happens when you go up, right? Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing up here. Okay. Maybe we should just take that flask back, because I could probably re-up my flashlight from there. How do you know how much? Oh, I see it. I see. I've got plenty of battery power. I can see it up there. I didn't realize that was right there. Okay, bye. Ring collected. Value 60. Nice. Okay, they just left me alone in here. I'm alone right now. That's gonna go well. That's gonna end perfectly fine for me. I don't see any problem with that. They're gone. I'm alone in here. I'm gonna go outside. Just trust your instincts. My instincts have gotten me killed too many times so far. Ow. Hey, we made like 36 bucks. We're rich. We're rich.
That's a flask. Great for potions.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys just left me in there all alone.
Well, you said to bring back the flask, so I did.
Well, I decided that my flashlight was fine and we're good. Let me just charge it now, I guess. All right. And let's roll.
Yeah.
So is there only like one place to go in here? Is that like the only place to go?
I believe it is.
Okay.
But the place is huge on the inside.
Well, then we have not explored much of it at all, is the thing.
Well, there's not much we can do.
Because we don't have, well, probably because I sold that key that might have been very useful.
Maybe, but we also have nothing to defend ourselves with.
True. Okay. I know we've been that way, so I guess we could just go check out what's over here.
Okay.
I really think the only thing to do though now is
the jump.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Nope.
No.
Dude, that's an impossible jump for real. You cannot.
Do I risk it? I'm risking it.
I don't know. That's
I don't
your
think
choice.
I wouldn't do it. Don't do it. Oh, he made it. Why was mine so bad?
Before you go, let me check if the door can actually open.
Dude, you jumped
Okay.
the same way that I did. It's like straight down. There was gravity 100.
Gravity 100.
So
basically.
All right, go for it, Milo.
Go alone or
You know what? Well, there's only. Oh, we lost the flash mode.
Actually, make it back to the ship.
We lost the flashlight too because of that.
I don't know if it's true, but I think we had like a teleport.
Unless you find my body, but I don't know how you would.
I don't think you can.
I don't know.
Well,
I see some people do like teleporting and shit. I don't know if we have that or not.
we don't have that kind of money.
Probably not.
Anyways, I can just check the nearby rooms if there's anything, and if not, then I'm not going to risk delving further.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, nothing really here. Oh, no. I heard a creaking noise. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Well, good luck. Good luck. Oh, God. Okay, he's fine.
Damn. Okay. Wow.
Why? I don't understand why their jump is so much more effective than mine.
I don't know.
It seemed like my jump just didn't have the same oomph behind it. You know what I mean?
If you have not hit follow, I don't know. Why not just do it? Come on.
There was just nothing to it. Like I
No
jumped.
thanks. No thanks.
It just went whoop straight to. Oh no,
Oh
it's
shit, we need to watch out for
Oh,
monsters.
you better watch out. Uh-oh.
They better go.
Oh no, you better go. Plus, they have to get it before the ship leaves automatically, right?
Yeah, it leaves automatically at midnight. I wonder if it's like Phasmo where like you can like collect the bodies and like for insurance.
Maybe. All right, let's close it. Might want to close the door. Guys, close the door. Okay, there they go. They got it.
Okay.
But you need to press the red button.
All right.
I wonder. Okay, I wonder. I got a good. I got a good idea.
I always
here.
forget we have to freaking.
I got a good idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait until they can all hear me though.
All right.
Because we seem to be like.
Up and away. Okay, can I do this now?
Can you hear me now? I don't think they can. No.
No, we're still not alive.
Gotcha. Because like.
Oh well, we're. Yep, there they go.
Damn.
Laziest. Why am I always the most paranoid? Sustained the most injuries? Jeezums.
Whatever.
Okay.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Yo, check it out.
What?
Check it out. Okay, check it out.
We have 0 out of 130. Wait, does that still say? Oh, we have to actually sell it, huh? Okay.
We have to go to the planet.
Okay.
A question.
Maybe
So there's a night
we
cycle.
need to do that.
So there's a night cycle.
Right.
What if we just wait out the night cycle in the ship?
Well, yeah, we
Don't, like,
can.
waste another day.
We can, but like, what was that?
That sounds safe.
Switch into the company building.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do we lose a day for doing that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think we did last time.
Okay, fair enough. As long as you stay away from that thing when it's selling stuff.
yeah,
Don't stand next to that door.
About
Because that will kill you.
Yeah, Creed, don't go spamming the button like some Karen that's in the grocery store, please.
Man.
No Karens allowed. None. Oh.
I'm not gonna jump.
I am.
Do not jump.
Oh wait, I didn't make it.
Oh,
It says hazard level safe. I don't know if I buy that.
That's what I'm saying.
Getting away from here, getting away from there, getting away from there, getting away from there.
did anyone ring the bell?
No. Hold on.
Got it.
Oh god.
Get away.
I don't know how, like,
Does that do it?
did I win?
I
I think we need to
win.
wait.
Hi, Mordecai.
Do it again? Okay.
Yeah, I think the instructor said to wait a moment until it gets registered. So
Okay.
I
let's
think we
just
should
give
all
it a
touch
minute.
it.
No.
Let's all touch it.
No.
No, you know you wanna.
No, I don't.
It's like
I really-
It's bell roulette.
Do not touch the button.
Intrusive thoughts won. The intrusive thoughts won.
It did a thing for a second there.
Yeah.
Okay, stay.
I hear something. It's
Oh.
Yeah.
cool.
Who do we work for? Hey.
Fit
Who-
one.
Who do we work for?
Professionals. I wouldn't count on that.
But why do we work for apparently a hentai tentacle monster?
Wouldn't you want to?
About
I don't
that.
see the issue here.
I mean, hey, I'm fine with it.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's a little suspicious, you know. But it
Patreon
sus.
artists, you think I care?
Listen,
Okay.
listen. Don't ask questions you don't want to hear the answers to.
Well, yeah, true. Anyway,
Especially with us.
oh, there we go. Let me just put this right up your nose, right in there.
Pardon?
Putting that
Oh,
right up the
yeah.
nose, right there. See it right there?
And the
Hold on.
asshole.
Yeah, right there. Yeah,
Get it nice and deep.
right there.
Fingering with the boys on the side.
It's a metaphor for real life
though.
big companies. They just there to make more money while you screw you and give a notice. Yep, true. By throwing you out into the depths of space, it's fantastic. Get your finger off of me.
Do we want to try going to a different one? Because
Yeah, sure.
some of them don't have any different weather now, so it might be a good idea to check them out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, do we have
I'm with
options?
We got plenty of options. I think. I don't know. I'm actually just making that up.
Yeah, we have experimentation, assurance, vow, offense, march, rend, dine, and titan.
Go for it.
Well,
I'm just gonna do the one right. I'm just gonna do the one right underneath experimentation because it seems fine. I guess.
Yeah, that's perfect. Why are you a VIP employee? Are we all VIP employees?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
who is a VIP employee?
All of us.
All of us.
We are all
He's
special
really
in our own
busting.
way.
You're tweaking right now. You good?
Okay.
Oh, do we want to buy any equipment?
I mean,
Okay,
we
let's
probably
see.
need to save some of this money so we actually, like, you know, make money.
We need to make
Okay.
our our quota.
Otherwise, we
We're gonna
die
freaking
again.
Get yeeted.
Yep. So we're just gonna have to live without it. We're gonna be fine, though. We're gonna be fine.
Jagged. Oh, I was reading that. Ah!
Oh man.
This is lovely. This is lovely. Kind of. It's
Don't say
really.
that.
Oh, don't watch out for that water. Hey, don't go over there. Actually,
Go over there.
don't
Okay.
don't go over there. I would imagine. All right, where's the entrance?
I don't know. Might have to actually explore this one.
Exploration time.
All right, let's
you
go this way.
Maybe.
Or that way.
I'm not seeing anything.
Echo.
Marco.
Boob. Wait, there's buildings over here. There's buildings over here.
Where?
This way.
You, I can't tell.
I'm the one in orange. Just follow the guy in orange.
Oh god, I got it.
Yeah,
The
it'll
orange
be
one.
easy that way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that totally
Wait
helps.
for us.
I found a ladder. I don't know if that does anything for us, but
I think that it's something.
It's a start. Yeah, you go check that out.
It just looks like. All right.
there's a crane. There's something over. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You good at that? All that? For free?
Okay. We are far away.
Wait, no. It says main entrance is this way. Guys, it's over here.
Oh yeah, there's one over here. Is it over here though?
There's something on the ground.
found it.
I found something.
Kira,
Okay, so it's over in this general direction, but yeah, we are far away from it.
it's a good little jaunt away.
It smells
Found
here.
journal entry smells here.
It smells here. Okay, that's good.
Okay, who farted?
Yeah, really. Okay, so it is over this direction, right? So, okay. Let's just
was
go.
green.
Well, probably.
Oh,
We are Team Stinky for a reason. Hey, look!
man.
We found it.
Hey, I found it. First try.
Nice.
I won.
Yeah, right?
I win.
That's the end of the game. Let's go home.
Man.
All right.
Bobby, thank you for joining me again.
Okay.
Mommy, I'm home.
Hello? Hello?
Any moms, is anyone scared in here?
Hello?
If anybody would be so kind as to use a flashlight.
Well, we only have one. There might be stuff. There's definitely stuff in here. Oh, there's something in here. Are we alone in here?
One.
Why am I? That's it? That's the only thing?
It's just an ult, really? That's it?
Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
All right, that's fine.
I think we're alone now.
Oh, God. There's a strange light below us, but I don't know if we can get down there.
I'll go see
don't
it.
think
Go
so.
find out.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, there we go. I think we found the way down.
Hey. Hey, I'm not dead.
Good job.
Good.
I get
Yes.
to actually explore with you for once.
Well, don't say that because you're gonna be the first to
There's
die
something
now.
in here. There's something in this room. Like if you scan, there's a snare flea. That's gotta be the thing that kills you. Yeah, don't do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's that thing that jumps on your face.
Yeah, you don't want that. Don't do it.
I'm good.
Oh,
I'll do it.
yeah, that's.
We
Is
don't
there any
have
other way?
anything to kill it.
What do we do about this?
We came all all this way for a bolt?
Man.
That's it?
Is there
That's the tweet?
not another way that it can go?
Nope.
I don't see it.
Why not you just go back and purchase a weapon?
What can you get?
Yeah, and then we'll just make Akira walk in first.
Yeah, it'll be fine. All right, let's go. Yee!
Do you take fall damage for that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, you do. Kind of. No.
Oh,
that's
okay.
stamina.
Well, never mind then.
That's stamina. We're good. We're good. We're good.
All right, where's our ship?
About that.
Does anybody remember where the ship is?
How did that get there?
This way.
I know it was in this general direction.
Whoa. This is just
Okay,
like
there it
Star
is.
Wars.
I found that scaffolding, so it's got to be over here somewhere. There it is. I found it.
Oh, here.
Oh, we were right
Star
there.
Wars.
I won.
I won.
I'm not sure about that, but
Big bolt. Hey, I'm still alive, man. I'll take it.
how do I get? Wait. And they're normally.
Possible outcome. Creed is still alive.
Creed is still alive.
The good ending.
It is a good ending. Hey, we got a 25. All right, so how do you get it? Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Charge. Let's see here if we can get this. How do we get a weapon? Ba-doop-ba-doop.
You go to the store.
Okay, so there is a boom box, which doesn't say zap gun, but those are expensive, guys. We can't even afford it.
About to kill him with my mixtape.
Can we do it with a shovel? Do you think? Can I hit people with a shovel?
Well, with the fleas at least, yeah, because you can beat them with the shovel, I think.
Okay, there's also a. Okay, so I guess we could do that if we want it.
Yeah.
Okay. We can really only afford one, though.
It's fine.
All right. Confirm.
So someone's going to be the fighter of the group.
Well, good. Did that work? I don't know if it worked.
Maybe we should do pull the straw from the hat thing. About that. I don't know.
Ow, I'm on the. Okay. I don't know where it's gonna, like, put. I hear it. I hear it. Where?
Oh, it landed up there.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Get up there.
Rock?
Oh.
The obvious path.
All right. Who's
Hey, there it is. Whoa.
Someone get.
I guess I'll take it. I got it.
Oh damn.
Oh, I can swing the shovel. Look, I can hit people. I can hit things. Okay, so we're protected. We are in good shape. I foresee that it is also almost nighttime, so just keep that in mind.
Yay.
Should we maybe just halt for a day here and then bring the shovel with us to the next day?
Maybe?
Sure.
Potentially. That sounds like a good idea. I don't know if we can wait out the night cycle.
I mean, you got.
The ships leaves at midnight.
Oh, true. Yeah, so we have to kind of do something.
And we can't
It's
get
harder
The
with
wrong
it.
way.
Yeah.
finally bolt.
Bolt. We got us a bolt.
Do. Thunder text.
Woo.
Yeah, you make me feel.
Whoa.
Oh, shiny.
Shiny.
You know what's interesting though? The profit quota didn't go down when we bought it. So that makes me think maybe we can buy things and that doesn't ping us for, you know what I mean? Maybe that's true.
Laziest. I'm the only one that got anything.
How am I always the most paranoid? What does that mean?
Milo was the most profitable.
Up Milo.
1 day left. Oh boy.
I have like no comments every time. I'm probably the most boring.
All right, we're just gonna go right back down. We got 1 day left, guys. So
Man.
let's make it count. Let's make it count. It is raining.
Raining.
Great.
Oh, good. Okay, so watch where you step. Like right there would probably not be a good idea.
We landed in water.
We're swimming.
Okay, there's a. Oh God. Okay.
There's no way.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're not great swimmers. Well,
if you land in the water, you die.
I don't think we are.
I think we're okay.
And how are we supposed to get back up in the ship?
I don't know.
Ladder?
And
Water's not that deep.
okay.
I think it's this way, right?
Sure.
It's another layout, so...
Oh, yeah, they changed daily. Yeah, okay.
Well, shit.
I don't know where this is at all. There's a scaffolding over here.
Scaffolding. Yeah. But there's water, so be careful.
That is like a lake. Yeah, that's basically...
There's something in the sky.
Wait, don't do it.
There's something in the sky.
What?
There's things flying in the sky.
Oh.
What?
I don't know if they're friendly or not.
Probably not. Oh, yeah, probably not. So how far could you go?
Okay.
Can you be in the water? Is it okay?
So far, so good.
I guess it's fine.
Okay. Oh, it drains your stamina, though. Watch out.
Yeah, but you can go through it, it seems.
Okay. So...
All right, so we should be fine.
Yeah. As long as you don't run out of stamina, I'm guessing that would be bad. New creature is sent to... Oh, there's something.
To coil. There's stuff in the water.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think it saw us.
There they go.
Oh, there's the bird. Okay.
Can we make it? Can we make it that way?
Maybe. Okay, there's the entrance. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go. New creature. Uh-oh. Is it? It's right there. Are you going to attack me? Because if you do... oh, boy. Well... Eee! I'm fine. Well, the issue is... Where did you guys go? Guys? Hello? Guys? Guys? Where'd you go? Hello? Guys? I'm okay. Guys?
Nathan?
Oh, there you are. Oh, I am underwater. I am literally underwater. Oh my god. I'm okay.
You okay?
You smell a leem?
Yeah.
You cannot. Lucian, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing today?
Okay, but they're good. They're good.
I'm certainly fine. I was underwater for a second there. I don't know.
Yeah, you had me worried.
How do I climb? There we go. Oh, okay, we're alive.
Oh, you think you can? Well, let's see what you're capable of. Show me your skills and prove that you're not just all talk. I'll be watching and judging. Ooh.
Soda!
You got a soda? Nice! Soda's so good.
We're gonna be saved.
Yeah. Is this like the server room?
Something like that.
This is the Discord server.
Okay. This is where they run the Phasmophobia games out of. No wonder it's so buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Discord lives here.
This is how all the Discord servers are made.
Yes.
Wow.
How it's made.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Skill issue.
There's something down below us here. Hold on. There's like a bottle or something.
There's a flea in there.
$47.
There's a flea in here? Where I'm at?
Where?
Where?
No, in this room up here.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna go get this bottle.
You're good down there. You're safe down there.
Okay.
I got bottles. I can't hold these and hold on, I can't hold these at the same time.
Whoa, look at the bottles.
I know, I got so many bottles.
Do you know your way back to the ship? Maybe
There's a laser. There's one in here though, you said?
Oh, this way.
Wait, there's something in here.
There it is.
There's a laser pointer.
It's $40 value.
Oh shit. Well,
Laser pointer?
so if we take the bottles though, we can't carry anything else.
Holy shit, arachnophobia! Oh my god! No!
Oh! No! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
No!
Oh my god!
No!
Oh my god.
No! Theo, how dirty, right?
Shit.
No!
Everyone's here. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, let's get out of
You
here.
guys almost had me to
Well, okay.
Jesus.
How do we get out of here?
Fuck it. It's fine. Wee.
Okay. Oh god, we gotta get back to the ship at some point.
I saw my life flash
Spooters,
before my eyes.
that was a big
Holy
spider.
shit.
That was a big ass spider.
You know what's kind of messed up but kind of funny at the same time?
having
What?
Poor
I'm critical
Mordecai.
injuries, by the way, so I need to get to the ship ASAP.
Okay, that's fine. How do we get to the ship? Where's the ship?
I think to the left, right?
There it is, it's over here.
This way.
Creed, what were you saying?
Mordecai.
Oh, yeah. Mordecai, are you okay? I really hope you weren't watching.
Oh, it is deep in here.
It's very deep over here.
Oh, okay, oh my god, we're underwater. Oh god, okay, don't kill me, please. Oh my god. Oh god, oh my god.
I'm watching, I am okay. Mordecai, that spider was freaking huge, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It reminds me of freaking those memes of the giant ass, like,
How do we get up? How do we get up?
They're big as the side of the house.
Okay, there's like a
There's a ladder here.
ladder over here. Oh my god. Get me out of here. How do I get up this thing? Okay, there we go. Wow, it's like weird. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to find like a safe path here.
Why did I pick that up?
Fine, just come over here. Over here, come here.
I'm trying. I can't
Let me see if I
climb
can.
with
Let me
this.
see if I can take that from you.
Oh, guys?
What?
Pick it back up.
What's up?
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Let's wait until everybody's here. I discovered something that's...
Wait, can we not? Can you just not? Oh, you can't take that. Oh no. Wait, no. We need that.
And we pick it up?
There it goes. I got it. Yes.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and then we are going.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here because I can't take that with me. So it's fine. There it goes. Okay, we're good.
$3 for the soda.
$3?
Guys.
I have a great sense of smell. I can smell a leem for miles away. Wow, that's pretty good there, Lucian.
Phobia mode.
I'm sorry though. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe that helps for Mordecai.
I'm gonna do that.
There's an arachnophobia mode.
Yeah. If you go to settings, and maybe you should leave because I see the water glitching through the floor.
Oh,
okay, that's good.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Yeah, let's do that.
The door.
Too
We're
late.
safe.
Okay.
Let's go to the home base.
Yeah, we should sell it.
Of course.
I don't know if we have enough money to do it, but we can do it.
You're fine. Shit. No, I don't want to be here.
Why?
No, I meant like in the menu thing, because I don't know how to do it.
Oh.
Laziest my ass. I got an $83 can of soda.
Sustain the most injuries, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, we got some points. 0. Uh-oh. I don't think it's gonna go well for us, so,
Company building.
shoot. How do we... Okay. Is it gonna do the thing again?
Your scrap metal and
Hope not.
I don't think so.
to meet the
Did you set course?
Yeah, we're on the way there.
to route the autopilot to the
Land ship.
Okay. Waiting for crew. We did it. Okay, get your stuff.
Yeah.
Let's grab these cans. There's some other stuff in there, and there's a laser pointer and a screw.
Wait, why did it set it down?
I don't know. I can't carry anything else, so.
Okay, I got the laser pointer with me.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
The Milo. Here. It's a big bolt.
Okay. Everybody got it?
Hold up.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
He's coming.
Get this bread.
There it goes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What do we get for that?
Oh,
Come on, put us.
Oh, we did it! Hell yeah!
Did it.
Did that soda really cost that much?
That's a lot for a soda.
$80.
For a soda?
Yeah.
Jeezums. Yeah, I know, right? We actually did it.
Hold on to your fluffy tails, folks, because it's time to unleash the hype.
Guys, we can buy stuff.
With some wild cheers and electrifying energy. Let's
We
make
can
some
actually
noise and
afford
bring
things.
hype
Oh
to
my
the
god.
stream,
And I still got
because
my
ain't no
shovel.
Twitch party. Rawr.
Rawr.
Gaming gamers.
Yeah.
Mordecai, take your time.
Okay. So, what do we... Okay, so where do we want to go? Do we want to go back there? Because we...
Dude, let's do it again.
Okay.
Freaking, it'll probably just roll the day cycle again, won't it?
Probably. I think it...
Start the ship. We gotta start the ship first before you route.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. Moons. Do we want to go somewhere else, or do you want to go... Like, somewhere
I'm good with
we haven't been?
truthfully.
Okay.
Good with anywhere as long as there's good weather, question mark.
Well, the choices we have are stormy, rainy, quota reached. We did it. Overtime bonus.
Overtime
Nice.
bonus, $8.
Hey, new profit quota, 229.
Oh my
So probably the best one is rend or dine. Let's go to dine.
Hey, all right.
I don't know what that is, but we're going for it. You could not afford these items. I didn't.
For real.
Wait. Oh, you have to pay money to do that. Never mind. What did you?
Oh yeah, we start back for 0.
Who peed and how? What? All right. I don't know. I couldn't go there because it costs money. How do I do this? Like, I guess I can go to offense. Is that one? Offense is $0. That one's free. We'll do that one. All right. We peed and howed. Who peed and how? How did you do that?
You know what, Nathan? I peed. What are you gonna do about it?
I just don't know how you did it, and I understand why you had to do it. That's fine. Oh, okay. We need to buy stuff though.
Go ahead.
Okay, so should we get more? Should we get some more flashlights, or should we? None of these things are on. Okay, here we go.
How many do we have? Only one, right?
Or do we want? Well, we only have one. Yeah. Do we want to do like a flashlight and then another shovel so that we have more of that stuff? Or
Sounds good. Then we can
oh
just
wait, hold on,
like,
hold
one
on.
person gets a flashlight, one person gets a shovel.
Well, no, hold on. The walkie-talkies are on sale.
Ooh, Cole's Cash?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cole's Cash?
I'm gonna get some walkie-talkies.
Hell
I'll throw
yeah.
it back for some Cole's Cash.
How do I? Wait, it just. All right. They're like 80% off. It's nice. Did it? I'm gonna get like. Let's get 4 of those. That cost me like 9. Okay.
I think I'll use my credit card.
I will use my credit card. Okay, so I'm gonna get. How much are the pro flashlights? They're only 25. We can afford some of that.
Give me a Happy Meal while you're at it.
Sure.
Hell yeah!
Anybody want some
cheeseburger
chicken
right now.
nuggies? Yeah.
Turn the car around. They gave me a girl toy.
Well, you know.
This is not the toy I wanted.
The LeemThatStreams is proud to support an ongoing donation drive right here on Twitch for the Lemur Conservation Foundation.
There's something out there.
Support the stream in an awesome way and can afford
gonna get another
check it
shovel.
out.
Charlie
To learn
Brown,
more,
the great
check out the link in chat at thelemurreserve.org.
What do we got?
Okay. All right. I bought some stuff, but I don't know what it does. Okay, so let's go.
Look on the ground.
Oh, there's. Oh.
They all left. They all left me in there. They just ran. What? That a giant pumpkin?
Over here.
Is that a giant pumpkin? Or are those
It
pumpkins?
is a giant pumpkin. Yes.
Okay.
Testing.
Where are these,
testing.
Oh, there's one.
Hear me, please?
Testing.
Whoa! Hi!
1, 2.
That thing almost landed on my head.
Again. Testing.
How do you use them? Oh, I see. Left button. Oh, you have to push Q and then. Hey, what's up?
Oh, look!
The
I'm
sky.
so stupid. I didn't use the power button.
Okay, so there's probably one more of these ships coming because I got some flashlight, or I think 2.
Here's a flashlight right here.
Nice. Got it. Okay. So I'm kind of low on space though now.
Boo boo, yeah.
That's the only thing. Feels Pumpkin Man. It does feel Pumpkin Man. These are.
How you doing?
Okay, so where's this
Gawk.
main entrance? Oh, what is with these pumpkins?
Delicious.
Could you imagine how many pumpkin seeds we could make? Yeah.
Dude.
Can you imagine how much
for real.
pumpkin pie you could make?
You make so much pumpkin pie. Could you imagine the amount of like ice cream you would need for that though? Like that.
Like this reminds me of the Sir Mix-a-Lot video where there's just like the giant asses.
Sure.
Come again?
You know, sure. Yeah, I know the video, but I don't know how that reminded you of that. But, oh, there. Hello? Where's the entrance at? Where did they go? Hello?
Nathan, where'd you go?
I'm over. I'm just looking for the entrance. There you are.
Oh.
Oh, it's over there. It's over there. It's over. It's up here somewhere.
Pumpkins each time we come here.
Up
This is
here?
a different place.
I think it's a different place. I don't know how to get up there though, because it's up on the top up there somewhere.
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah.
Here.
You all right? You gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm about to blow.
Oh, I'm slow because
I
I'm
was just
carrying
saying
so
hi,
much
that's
stuff. Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Did you guys find a river?
All right. Where'd everybody go? Where did they go?
Yeah, we did. Where's Akira?
Did they?
Shit.
Oh. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, we're in here now, I guess. What is that? What is that thing? What are you? Oh. Hey guys, where'd you go?
I'm here.
Where'd you go? Guys, where are you?
Drop this. I'm
Oh.
down here. I'm gonna drop this
That's a
giant
land-
thing back at the ship.
There's a landmine in here. There's a mine over. There's a mine over there.
Over there.
Yeah.
Don't touch that.
Yeah, don't touch that. Hello? Ah! What was that? Something hit me.
Oh, sorry. I think I accidentally hit you. Sorry.
Oh.
Honest to God, slip up my finger.
Okay, there is something up here. There's an engine. I'm gonna grab it. Okay, I'm gonna take this engine back because that's all I can. Oh no! I don't like the sound of that.
Get out.
I'm out.
Stay away. Stay away.
Guys, Milo's getting attacked right now.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I almost died.
There was something in there too. There was something inside too.
Oh, cool.
It literally bit my ass as I was exiting the door.
Should I go
No
in?
joke.
Well, I got this thing. I don't know. Can we get back to the ship
I mean,
Probably.
without dying?
Already 4 p.m., so...
Keep your eyes on the bat thing.
over?
Oh, hi! There they are. Oh, someone. It's doing something. Oh, someone's dead. Is that Milo?
Huh?
I think. Oh, was that Hi-Fi?
Oh,
I think it got Hi-Fi.
okay. So, you need to be really quiet.
Oh. He's coming towards us, too. Is he coming this way?
Don't fight it.
Oh, well, that's not good. How do I... What do we do about this? Get out of here.
We need to make sure he leaves, so we need to be quiet. So
Can't kill that? You can't kill this one? Oh, okay. Okay, apparently we can't kill this one.
But we need to stay really quiet.
But... Oh, there's something else over there. There's another monster over there, too.
Shit.
What do we do about this? Do we just have to make a run for it? Is that just not gonna work?
I'm not gonna lie, we're fucked.
I think we are kind of fucked. Oh wait, is he leaving? No, there's just something right there too. Okay. Well, he doesn't want to. Maybe if we go inside for a second. Oh no!
Hands full. Okay.
Are you? Oh my god, you died.
Yeah, I went back inside, and right when I went back inside, there was something in there.
Oh shit, Akira's bleeding out.
Oh no!
Akira's bleeding out. Milo's over here like, man, they're gonna be so mad at me because I can't find the ship, and then I'm just watching you two fight off a demon over here.
Oh god. And you're dead. Okay, well, it's just by yourself there. Okay, Milo might as well just leave at this point.
That works.
Don't.
Hey, we can tell autopilot to leave early.
Okay, let's do that.
Y'all good?
Wait. Uh-oh.
No, we're dead.
We're dead, man.
We're dead.
Guys.
Poor Milo.
Milo.
Poor Milo. Baby boy. Man, he has no idea.
Hey, yeah, we didn't make it. Oh no. Well, that's a
I
shame.
could pop in his chat and tell him.
Yeah,
that this
don't
is
go
kinda funny.
back. Well, no, that's cheating. We can't cheat.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we can hold this. Let's do a vote.
Hello?
Maybe if we vote, maybe they'll tip Milo off.
Though.
But will it? They'll be fine.
Am I assuming that they're all dead?
Correct.
Okay, now
There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Please return by 10:55. Vote has been okay.
I think now he might be
leave
figuring it out now.
Yeah, you better just leave.
Man.
I'm assuming they're all dead.
Yeah, no, you're right. You are right.
Computer screen.
What?
See that, guys?
Yeah.
On the computer screen. The
There's
left screen,
monsters.
red dots.
Oh yeah, that's got to be
out there.
monsters. Yeah. All right. Well, that.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
We still can't. This is him learning
You
that
did
we're
all
dead.
die.
Yeah, we died. We definitely died. Yeah, it was. Did not.
Yeah,
There was
we were fucked.
There was like 7 monsters that just kind of appeared out of nowhere, and we were surrounded the entire time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have at least something to take back, I guess.
Yeah, we had things too, unfortunately, and then we lost all those things we bought, so that's good. All right.
Honestly, good job.
Yeah, good job, guys. We did it.
Yeah.
Won.
We won. Just a vote. Thanks, Alicia. Yeah, I think we figured it out. We're still learning the intricacies of this game. We got the dancing thing down, though. We got that. We were really good at that. We know what we're doing there.
We are new. Please don't bully.
You guys want to start a boy band?
Sure.
Why?
Sliced bread.
Sliced bread.
Sliced bread.
That's
The
what we
first
are.
album can be sliced bread, and then the second album can be the next best thing since sliced bread.
I like it. I like it. All right. Well, let's sell our big giant gear, I guess. That'll work. 44 bucks. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, you really did. Hey, 24 bucks and we all died. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? You're yelling at me getting chased by the monster outside and like, I got this. You didn't believe in me.
No, well, the thing is there was like this, there was this unkillable monster that was hanging out by the,
Away, man.
by the
Keep asking
door,
for it.
like by the main entrance, and then it wouldn't leave. So I tried going back inside, and I went back inside, and then there was another monster waiting for me. Yeah. I know, but I thought maybe if I went back inside that they would just maybe leave. What are you doing? Stop that.
Listened.
I'm just a little guy.
You should have listened to me.
I tried to. I was trying to see if they would leave. I don't think he's coming.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, you got it. Oh. What was that?
I won.
I think you're making him super angry by freaking repeatedly pressing that.
He got it. He got it. He came for it.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nice, 22.
Nice.
Pretty
Great.
good.
That's not too bad, I guess.
What are we at? 23 out of 229. We're well on our way. Yeah, we're well on our way.
Oh, you claimed water the dog. I thought that was stretch. My bad. My bad.
Why the? All right.
I can't fucking read.
Get in here!
Shut up.
Stupid!
Stupid. You stupid. So stupid. Okay, so
Stupid!
where are we going here? We can go. Okay, so.
Sears.
All right.
Sears? What?
What about March? Is that a thing? March?
About JCPenney.
Sure. I'm going there.
Can we go to Burger King?
No.
Am I posting at the JCPenney for real?
No.
Oh,
We have-
hell yeah, for real.
So should we buy anything? Cause like we don't have anything. Or somebody.
Doesn't
lost
take,
all of it.
you said it doesn't take out of our quota money.
It doesn't seem to.
no, it doesn't seem
Okay,
to.
so what are we able to afford then?
We can get some more
$23.
flashlights.
I still
I
have
lost my
flashlight.
walkie-talkie.
I lost mine too. We really weren't using them though, so.
Man, you're talking
I
to
also lost
nobody.
mine and my shovel.
Okay, I'm gonna get 2 shovels because I think we need to be able to defend ourselves.
You have to
Yeah.
charge
At
the
least in
walkie-talkie
size.
too.
Wow. Sounds like a skill issue.
Oh, I only
I was
did.
trying to talk to you guys, but nobody was answering, so I was
Well, we were
like,
dead.
okay,
That's
yeah.
why we were dead, so we couldn't.
They all died.
We forgot the major factor. We died.
Yeah, we couldn't. Rip. Okay, got it. Okay, shovels on way. Do we need to land? Yeah, we need to
Where
land.
are we
Yeah,
at?
probably.
All right, here we go. Uh-oh.
7? Mordecai, I missed you.
Okay, this looks fine. This got
Hey,
trees
I love
and
the
such.
forest.
Yeah, it's got trees. We're back at the forest.
Constant rain.
There's no
Oh boy.
perfect. Just watch where you step. I don't know what
It says
B.
it's sunny.
Yeah. Okay. Where's that ship landed?
There's two lights like over there.
Thanks to Rock and Boys.
All right. Where's the?
There's like lights over there.
Yeah, I see
Where
him.
the main entrance is, or is it?
It's not showing
I
up.
don't know what that is.
I think that's the entrance.
It looks like
Well, wait,
TIE
but
fighters. Uh-oh, I'm going
our
down.
supply ship, our supply.
Guys.
Did he just die? You gotta be kidding me. That didn't take long. You okay? You okay? Everyone? Hello? Oh, where'd they go? All right. Oh no. They're both dead. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Did they both die? Wait a minute. Really? Did all 3 of them die? I'm gonna save this shovel. let's put one of those in there. Oh my god. Well, it's all up to me now. Good. That'll work out well for everyone. How did they die? Did they just fall down? Is that what happened? Is it really all three of them? Jesus. Okay. Goodness me, I can't believe they all died. That's insanity. You know, you don't have to take the shortcut every time, guys. You can find the way around. You know, there's the main entrance. See, it's not that hard to get around. You just go running off of cliffs. What were you thinking? Just running off of cliffs like that. If I open this door and there's like a monster right there, I'm gonna be so mad. I don't like it. Oh, what was that? Hey! Hey, look at that! Free stuff. Oh, that's safe. Oh, hell yeah, okay. Oh, there's a mine. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Stay on grass. Yeah, right? Okay. So if I go back to the ship from here, if I can remember how to do that, I think it's over this way. On the other side of this. Because I can't really defend myself with holding this. So... stay on the grass, or for fuck's sake, it's a swamp for right. But also, don't jump off cliffs. It usually goes poorly for you. I think that's our ship. Yeah. You can't tell how deep the mud goes? True. It's not raining though, so it might not be so bad. Didn't like the sound of that. Didn't like... how do I do this? Oh shoot, hold on. Uh-oh. How do I get this up there? Oh boy. I see, hold on. There might be a way to do it over here. Uh-oh. Yes. I'm gonna call it for today. I don't know how much this is gonna give me, but you know, is what it is. I'll bring him back. Oh, we did it. We
shout out to UPMilo.
Oh my god.
My god.
How'd you... oh, we got one day left. Okay.
We're doing great. We need $23.
Did you all just literally just jump off a cliff?
No, we fell. We fell into the water, and then we couldn't get back up.
Listen, I walked into the building. I was in the building, and my dumbass thought one of the landmines was a freaking thing I could pick up, and I blew up.
You did not find free stuff. There was no body because it just disintegrated. You found Milo's stuff.
Oh, that was your stuff? Okay, so I got your flashlight and your walkie-talkie, so I guess that's good.
Hooray!
At least we
that's a good thing. At least we have some of our equipment back.
Yeah, we got one of them. And we got this engine. That's got to be worth something, right?
It's got to be something.
I hope so.
It's like $30.
30? That's it? Oh.
Hey, man. Penny saved is a penny earned.
All right, well, we got one day left, so we better find the best equipment ever.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah,
don't do it yet. I'm not away from it.
You're fine.
I don't think he's coming. I don't think he's coming. There he goes.
One of these days he's gonna reach out and grab all three of you, and I'm gonna say, see you later, suckers.
There it goes. All right. Yay.
Even less.
Oh, even $23.
Nice. Well, I think that's the profit margin. Do we have anything else in there? We have a shovel. I saved a shovel because you guys left before grabbing the shovel we bought.
Oh.
All right, so we only have like, 170 to go, so we're good.
Oh, we'll
100.
get there.
Yeah, we got it.
For day, we are fine.
No problem.
We just need to find 3 soda cans. We'll be fine.
Listen, Team Stinky is the best around.
Yeah,
He
Team
already
Stinky.
knows, man. He knows what's up.
All right, let's go. Where are we going? Anybody want? Okay, I'll do it. Here we go. Moons. We should go to assurance or vow. It looks like we could do that.
Take and shake.
Okay, let's go to vow. Vow is $0. Confirm.
No idea what all these American change means, so I'll just like, yay.
It's basically just all fast food. It's why America's so fat. Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, though. Take and shake's good.
All right. Does anybody? Because I don't think it's a good idea for all of us to carry like 3 things. Is it? Does anybody else want to take like a walkie and then?
We only have 1 walkie, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I shouldn't carry it because I've got 3 items already.
Oh, I'll take a walkie then.
Okay, there you go. It's right there.
We'll do buddy system.
Yeah. Is this landed?
I will take the shovel.
All right, let's go. Don't you almost hit me again?
You walked in front of me.
Do it.
Are we? All right.
What's this place
Hit
again?
you.
Testing.
It's different.
Wait, how many? Do we only have 1 walkie?
I thought you said you had 2.
I do not have the walkie-talkie with me.
I'm pretty sure we only have 1 walkie, so that, good luck talking to yourself with that. That's gonna be fun.
Yay, the intrusive thoughts are winning.
Yes.
Yay, the voice in your head.
The voices, they're getting clearer.
They are getting clearer.
The fog is coming.
All right, so if you see a cliff, guys, don't go that way. Like that one right there would be a bad decision.
Don't go,
Where the fuck are you, man?
Don't go this way.
I see ship, but I can't find it. No. No. No.
This is me.
Oh.
Milo, go. I just had him. Milo!
Okay. Oh no.
And I was just with him, too.
Okay. Milo? I mean, either Milo's dead or Milo ran up. Oh, okay. I can see maybe why.
I also think we need to go the other way.
I think it is this way. Yeah. Yeah. Milo. Did Milo take my suggestion too seriously and then jump off a cliff?
Probably.
Okay. I was kidding, by the way. I don't see anything.
To be honest, these levels suck compared to the first one.
Yeah, where's High Five? Grade.
Yeah, where's Greed?
Grade. Oh God. It's a good thing he has that walkie-talkie. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Himself, yeah.
What was that? What was that?
Huh?
I saw red flash up in my scan, but what was that?
I see nothing.
Okay.
Oh, I see the main entrance. It's this way.
Are they both dead?
Please no.
Well, we're off to a grand start here. Okay. Oh, there's somebody. Where were you?
thought you fell off a cliff.
No.
Well, we're
In the building already and got jump scared by a freaking, I don't know what the hell it was, but it looked like a human with like a spring for a head.
good.
Oh yeah, those
That's
people, they only move when you're not looking at them, and they are fast.
Yeah, I immediately ran out as soon as I saw it. I was like, nah, man, I ain't dealing with that shit by myself.
Okay.
That's actually bad news.
Yeah, I don't.
Honestly,
Wait.
Guys,
There they are. Oh, we thought you died. We thought you died.
okay.
Please.
You were right behind me, you stupid
I
dog.
was, but then you fucking left.
Okay, but that's a quick game plan. Milo,
So-
how many of those did you see?
Just one.
Okay, so there's apparently a monster right inside Creed. So
Cool.
yeah.
They said
It
there was
only
another
moves
main
if you're
entrance.
not looking at them. So if you have one of them at the entrance, just keep looking at the guy, then the others can go explore freely.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I don't see anything. Maybe he left.
It was in this over here, past that door.
Oh, good.
It said there was
saw it
another
through-
main entrance too.
I saw it through the window.
Like this one?
Window.
Oh, there's a whoopee cushion. Hell yeah.
Dude, hell yeah, go get that.
Is it possible for them to despawn?
Maybe.
Maybe. Or maybe they went somewhere else.
They probably do move. Yeah, they probably do move.
$55 for the air horn.
Nice.
Do you want to go bring that back to the ship?
Oh,
You heard that,
What's that?
right?
Yeah.
what is that thing that looks? Why would you?
Oh my god! No, 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 nope. That's a nope. Oh, hi.
Is that
No, that's not good. I'm just gonna go this way.
Called
Okay, guys, listen to me. You guys need to look at it and slowly back away.
I'm bleeding out.
It hit you?
My body's red. I don't know what that means.
Okay, well, let's get out of here.
Creed!
Creed may be dying, so
Wait, how's he dying?
one of we found the thing, and it got him. I think.
Oh look, it's a cheesy attack.
It's lean with
Nizan
cheese.
forgets to bring his lactose intolerant shield. Better
He's in
watch
there.
out,
Guys,
Nizan.
but we need
That
more
cheese might
stuff.
leave Quite the
Like,
stinky impression.
We do not have enough
At
stuff.
least it's a good way
to
to keep
get
things
through.
interesting.
$10 worth of.
Cheese
Let's
on,
just go
my
back
friend.
And drop this,
Ooh.
and then-
We're on the
That's what I'm
last
saying,
day.
Go back and at least drop it so that if
Okay.
at least one person's still alive, they can go back
All right.
and just take the stuff.
Is this a good way to go?
Actually,
Yeah,
hold
this
on,
is the
hold
way
on,
I
hold on,
came.
hold on. Who all has stuff?
I got stuff. I got a whoopee cushion.
Don't.
Here.
Oh no!
Oh no, oh no,
We're fine. Everything's fine. You got this.
Did you drop that thing already? Because it may be gone for good.
The air horn is floating in the sky.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, damn it. Oh, come on.
Oh no!
Well, okay. What do we do?
What is stomping?
Something stomping.
What the fuck was stomping just now?
Oh.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
No!
Is it better in here? Is it better in here? What is that? What is that? What is that? No! Oh my god. There was some
Good down there?
fuck.
there was some goo. There was goo inside the door and it killed me. I got
Did
killed
Akira
by
die?
goo.
I think.
Listen, only the cool kids join
No,
the conspiracy
Nathan
on
went
Discord.
inside.
So, I can see why you are not there.
Akira's dead.
Don't
Just
do it.
saying.
Did
Don't
Akira
do it.
die?
I'm like 98.8% sure, 99.9. He's dead.
What was that thing?
Oh man.
Yeah,
I think it's called the Forest Giants.
Oh, good.
I want to test a theory.
Uh,
When midnight strikes, does it just put us back on the ship?
No.
No.
It leaves without us.
Awesome.
You want to start heading towards the ship then?
Yeah.
get the whoopee cushion. Okay.
You know where it is?
Somewhat, yeah.
Can you stop running? I don't want to be alone. Leave me. You always leave me.
I got bored by goo. I did get
Shitty
bored by
thing's-
goo.
The shitty thing's gonna be
Oh my
freaking
God.
I
avoiding
got
that
bored by
giant ass
giants.
monster now.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that guy.
It's just us.
I mean, it's pretty easy.
He's probably watching you play now, right?
It's probably,
Popcorn. He'll be fine.
yeah, it's probably watching them right now. It's pretty easy to know when it's coming, though. I guess that's the bright side. Oh, yep, no, it's coming. It's a coming.
Shit! Oh shit! Ship!
Let me in.
Climb the ladder!
Oh my God! What is that? Oh no! Well,
Oh no.
High Five, you better get in there. Oh my God! Yeah, no!
Oh,
Well,
Hey, how's it going?
we were
we
so
all died.
close.
Gosh,
You were
dang
so
it,
close.
man.
dude, I was right. I went to the wrong entrance of the ship. I went to the wrong side of the ship.
So I ran back inside, and there was like some weird goo on the ground, and then the goo killed me.
Oh.
I don't know how, but it did. So
Wow.
yeah, okay, well, we did good, guys. We did great, pretty much. Yeah,
I won.
I won.
we won. We pretty much are done for. So I think our only chance is, I guess, if we just go back out there. But we don't have any equipment.
We have 0 days and zero equipment, and Milo's fucking shitting out of his mouth.
Holy shit.
0 days left to meet. Nope, we got to go back. We have to go back to the company and sell. That's our only option. We have nothing to sell. Great. Well, here we go. Everybody get ready to die.
Much.
I probably have a kidney I don't eat.
Yeah, you're probably fine.
Yeah. Be all right.
I'm gonna stay over here next to this, just away from the door.
I don't need a kidney.
I'm hiding. They can't get me. I'm over here.
I'll point at you.
Oh, skill
get a
issue?
Skill
Well,
issue,
Let me
Liam?
check my schedule. Nope, it seems I don't have time for that today.
What?
Next time, when
sounds
I'm not
like a
too
skill
busy
issue.
being fabulous and flawless.
Diagnosis. skill
Keep
issue.
practicing. Little Lem, someday you might catch up.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wait,
Oh, well.
I have to hit land ship.
Oh, okay.
You suck.
But why are we here? How did we get here? We have nothing.
Put in a jar.
Why? It didn't kill us. That's weird. It's kind of weird that we didn't die.
Why did we come here if we have nothing to sell?
Do we have anything?
Here to sell.
Can we sell? Like if we sacrifice ourselves to the monster, does that give us money?
Maybe.
No.
No.
Damn.
Only one way to find out.
Let's just all stand close to the door.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. I saw that. Who's over here? Who is that? It's Milo.
I think it knows, guys. I think it knows.
So,
Oh,
what's the
wait.
percentage?
I don't know. I'm not 100% certain what that means. Yeah.
Well, that thing's 100%.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
Yes. Where are you? Hello. Oh. Hello.
What is this? Oh, that's normal. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine.
It
What
should
is
be
this?
Okay.
What if we just... What is this? Huh. I'm sure nothing bad can happen. Nothing bad can happen from this.
Is this the way to the bar?
Found journey. Sound behind the wall. We found something.
September 4th.
Is that it?
That's it?
I guess that's it.
Man,
Alright.
I got so excited.
I thought we found lore. I thought it was lore.
Lore! I mean, technically we found lore.
We did.
I thought we unlocked the secret ending. Something.
Yeah, maybe. The secret where we die. The secret of our deaths ending. Where'd they go? Wait a minute. Guys? 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 Seems they left me? They did. Where'd they go? Hello? Hey. Where'd you go?
Oh, that was amazing.
Where'd you go?
We're here.
Oh. Where'd
Go.
I went, I don't know, I went the other way. Alright, well, I guess, oh, there you are.
Bro's just lurking. How are your legs? Are they broken?
Yep.
I opened the hatch that went down, and Akira just fell right down.
Oh no.
I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed right now.
It's fine.
I'm gonna sulk in the corner.
Okay. I think this is gonna have disastrous ending here, but we'll just go to...
Akira's in the corner.
Wait, why did it kick me off?
Oh my god. Because we're about to get ejected.
Yep, okay, hide in the corner. I'm just gonna hide down here. It's fine, just gonna hide down here, it's cool. They can't get me back here. Oh, yes they can. Nope, alright.
Nope, it's been good.
Good job, guys, we did it. We did it! We died. We died well.
What?
Yeah.
Man, I love it when the company disciplinaries me.
Discipline. Oh, baby. Baby, they discipline so hard. Yeah.
Welcome to your first day on the job.
It's our first day of, guys, it's our first day on the job. Can you believe it?
Digital bullet.
Of your contract.
Man, I can't believe they have to give you like a longer deadline for the later ones, because that's just stupid.
It's the difficulty, though.
Process.
Tis indeed.
Manual and sign.
We only got 3 days this time.
Good.
It was 3 days the first time.
Great asset to the company. Asset. Great asset.
I love this music.
Great asset.
He's fucking spitting.
Yeah.
I was breaking it down.
Autopilot ship is already orbiting this moon. Okay, so we are already on this moon. I'm gonna get us at least one shovel so that we don't, like, if we run into something we can... Alrighty. Where'd you guys go? Alright, there we go. I'm gonna get one shovel so we can at least protect ourselves to some degree.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we should find as much stuff as you can. And also, if you're me, don't sell the key that you find that might get you in the other room, so that's probably a bonus.
Oh,
Hey, Nathan,
true.
don't sell the key.
Okay, thank
sell the
you.
key.
Yeah, I won't.
Hey, Nathan, don't pull a Nathan.
Okay.
Those flying things in the air.
Good. They're friendly. They seem pretty friendly.
Are they hostile?
I don't know. They haven't attacked yet. Where's that thing at?
Like mutated birds or something.
There it is. Where's it at? Oh, there you are. Hey. Thank you.
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
Okay. Okay, we know where this entrance is. It's easy.
Yeah. Where'd Milo go?
Is that why we chose it?
Yeah, it's probably chose it because it was like, wait, there's no ladder though. Where's the ladder at? Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Oh,
Let's get this money.
Let's get this bread.
Let's get this money.
You're in an orange jumpsuit. Your mic sounds terrible.
I'm here.
Ah, it's better now.
Okay. Oh, we found a gift. There's a present.
A present.
Get it.
I'll be the guinea pig.
All right. I'm sure it'll go well. Open that shit. Oh, what is that? Is that a bottle? Nice.
It's a flask.
It's a flask.
Flask jump scare. Oh, okay. Oh, the back rooms.
Oh, we're in the... Oh, it literally is. Oh my god. What the
I
hell?
got Sloppy here once.
I have flashbacks now.
That's fine.
Oh, there's a key here.
There's a jump section.
Okay, make sure to sell that immediately.
Guys, I found a jar of pickles!
What? Where? Oh, nice. That looks delicious. Pickles.
Hell yeah.
Left text.
Alright, where's the whole item insert the key in?
Oh, it's... I don't like the sound of that. Oh, there. I think there's definitely... I don't know. Where'd you guys go? You guys upstairs? You guys go up here? Where'd you go? You guys just left me again.
Oh well. I got 2 things up. Better than nothing. There's a fuse box.
Where'd you go?
Where?
Right here. I just have to flip the switch.
Where? Oh no. Where?
Did you break it?
Got it.
God, you dumbass! Don't do that again.
Where? Oh, there you are. God, you guys are like all the way over here.
Did it go lights out for you?
Yeah, it sure did. Thanks for that, by the way.
No problem.
Did you find a locked door?
Found plenty of things. This room scares me. Yeah, I don't like this room.
Nope. I don't like that.
We need a flash. We need a flashlight.
Yeah, we don't have one because remember we all died. So there's stuff up here though.
Should we drop off our loot that we have and then come back?
Maybe at some point. What's in here?
Metal sheet. Metal pipe sound effect. .mp3.
.mp3.
Something over there.
Steam leak in the area over there.
Fuck was that?
I don't know. You good, Milo?
Yeah. There's something on the other side.
Go drop off.
This jump, but I don't want to risk the jump.
Yeah, you can't lose the pickles. You can't lose the pickles.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the pickles back. Screw this.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Where'd you? Okay, bye.
Only 1:58, so we got plenty of time, dude.
Sure.
Able to buy a flashlight.
We might need one. Whee! Ow.
Wee! If we'll even have enough time, because it's 2 o'clock.
You know, it's live dangerously.
In and out?
Yeah, live dangerously, guys. Come on now. You can turn off the steam from the ship. You can? Oh, okay. Hold on. We can turn the steam off from here, apparently.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, so other. I'm assuming.
Just go ahead back in already.
Scan for number of items left and. Oh, hold on. There are apparently 7 objects. So there's apparently 7 objects on this planet.
And how many did we grab already?
Not that many.
2, 3.
3.
4.
Okay, so other.
4.
Transmit a message with signal. Oh, guys, I think the way to get those monsters away is probably this thing.
What?
I think you can like make a noise and like the monsters will go away.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go back in.
Okay, 4 p.m.
Okay.
Daylight.
All right, let's do it.
Ship.
Okay. Just in case.
Is nobody coming with me?
Yeah, I'll check them.
I'm here.
Thank you. All I heard was everyone go, yeah, I'll stay here.
Pro Gamer is here to help.
Get it. It's living, here we come.
We didn't. Nobody picked up a flashlight, did they?
Nope.
Who has the key? Was that Akira that had the key?
I thought he sold it.
Why would you sell the key?
It's because we wanted to pull the Nazen.
No, don't. I can't make the jump. I think I'm too heavy.
I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself.
Let's see what's up here.
Want me to try?
Maybe.
Well, if I die, sell my pickles.
All right.
Famous last words.
Bye. Well. All right, not doing that, so that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not trusting it. That sucks.
Oh. I don't like that shadow. I don't like that shadow. Okay.
Shadow.
There was a weird shadow in there.
Oh.
Okay.
Man.
Go.
Oh no. I like how the arachnophobia mode is just the word spider.
Oh really? Is that what it is? Oh god, okay.
It's just a giant word spider. Akira.
I saw you guys getting chased by a monster.
It was a spider. I turned on arachnophobia mode, so it's just the word spider, like 3D rendered.
Oh, okay. Did Milo die?
Yeah, Milo tried to jump. It didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
I saw one of you. I saw one of the blue lights be gone from the monitor.
I have to sell the pickles. I think we met the deadline though. Honestly, we made a lot of money here.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go.
Sell this stuff.
I still have the key actually.
Oh.
Don't sell it. Don't sell. Oh, okay.
Sell it? Okay.
No.
Sell it. Got it. Sell the key. In conclusion, sell the key.
C from sell.
I have arrived.
You're back. Hey. You're back. How? That was a good jump. You almost had it. We were.
Man, I should have ran and then jumped, not freaking walked like a dumbass and then jumped.
Probably, yeah. Oh well.
You're fine.
Well, fine is relative, really, but. Wait, where are we?
Wait.
This isn't. I did do the company building. Where are we? Is this the same place? Okay, I guess we're here now. Sure. Weather alert.
Weather alert.
An eclipse.
What is that?
God damn it.
I'm not sure what that does, but oh well. I'm sure we'll be fine.
We're gonna die.
We're all going to die.
Uh-oh. Probably. What does eclipse do?
Be running.
Easy there.
Don't steal my lines.
Basically, it's night all day. Oh, good. So monsters are basically going to be at here the entire time, is what they're saying. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm out. Very much.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, my God. No. 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 Oh, no.
He's probably fine.
No.
No.
Oh my god!
No!
Ryzan is always fine. Maybe just a little bit lost, a tad confused, and possibly getting eaten alive by whatever game he's playing. But yeah, totally fine. Just like how frogs are experts at high-fiving, right? Ooh.
Oh, get my shovel, get my shovel, get my shovel! Get my shovel, the shovel! The shovel! No, the shovel, you guys! Don't leave it! The shovel!
Who's out here? Oh, it's you.
Holy shit, man.
Where'd Milo go?
I think Milo also left. I think Milo's maybe back at the ship.
Okay.
They're gonna die too. Shit.
I know, oh. Oh no. Oh no, run. Oh my god!
Just took a turn. Holy shit.
Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Close it, close it, close it. Oh my god!
Leave. No.
Oh my god.
Every single one of you just you can see him like clipping through the thing.
My god.
You guys left my shovel in the main room there, though.
Damn, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh my god.
What are you doing? Leave!
Leave!
All right.
No.
Did you
close the door? Close the door.
Open the door.
Creed, close the door! You stupid!
Oh.
No.
Open the door!
It does that if the dog is outside. Oh.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Hey, everything's still on the ship, so we're okay.
No, well, the thing is like in that main room where I died, you guys left my shovel there.
I forgot about this shovel.
It just said all scrap lost.
Are you kidding me?
Yep, it's gone. Hey, the key's there though. We still got the key.
The keys.
Holy shit.
Well, that went well.
Landed in an eclipse again.
Yeah, I guess we have to go back. Where is it at? Oh, it's stormy today. We probably should go somewhere else.
Man.
Let's go to.
Never used the computer. You guys used the computer, so I didn't know how to go back home.
Well, I think you had to click to leave the planet before you did that. Because I don't think you ever departed the planet.
Never done anything.
Well, this looks fun. Hey, Crispy, how's it going? It's fun. It's kind of weird and chaotic, and I don't really know what we're doing, so.
Man.
Oh, this looks nice.
Jesus
You okay
Christ,
over there?
Milo.
Jesus, are you gonna be okay?
What?
You're over here fucking shitting out your mouth.
Leave me alone.
What is that? What are those?
Yeah, don't. Circuit bees. Don't interact.
Oh,
with those.
yeah, don't. Okay. Don't touch those.
Zappies.
Yeah, they zap.
No touchy.
Okay. Oh. All right, bye.
Hello.
Can you wait for them? Wait for them, man.
You're slow.
Well, you.
Just wait.
All right, hold on. The entrance is right over here. So, guys, don't all of us go on this bridge at once. I think that's the mistake we made the last time. Yeah.
Oh, hey there, Crispy. Gecko says he's good, but let's be real. He's as good as a pineapple on a pizza. Anyway, how are you? Are you ready for some wild adventures with Nizan and his questionable gaming skills? Ooh.
God.
If it breaks right now, okay.
That would have been awesome.
Oh my god. All right, in we go, I guess.
Yay!
We're back. Pineapple pizza is great. It is.
Oh, I see we have a fan of pineapple on pizza, huh? Well, to each their own, I suppose. You do you, Lucian. But personally, I think pineapple on pizza is like putting a chili sauce on ice cream. It's just not meant to be. Hey, as long as you enjoy it, I won't judge too much. Ooh.
Theo has opinions on that, apparently. Oh, we found the server room again.
Mr. Discord, are you here?
No, it's that.
Very dark in here.
Yeah, here's where I got the key, but
Where did you guys go?
oh. Yeah, there's a doorway over here. I don't trust that.
Where are you?
Hello?
Right here.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, what was that?
Did somebody take like a radiator?
Creed, what did you do?
I found a thing and I touched it and it,
Oh no, what did you do? Chili sauce on vanilla ice cream is great. What the heck are you talking about? Oh man.
And then it kept telling me radiation detected, and then I dropped it and ran away because I didn't know what to do, and I'll go fix it.
Is it this way?
It's this way, I'll fix it. I thought it was a thing to sell, but it's radioactive.
Well, okay.
Can I not put it back?
I don't know.
I don't think I can put it back.
No, no, you've done it now.
Well, maybe we can sell this thing.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I found a key.
Nice.
I can't get to it though for some reason. Okay, here we go.
fuck. I can't run.
What? Uh-oh. What are they running from? That didn't sound good at all. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. I can't see a goddamn thing. I am all alone? Don't like that. I don't know where anybody is. I can't find anybody. I can't see anything. Oh no. This seems fine. Let's just close that. I'm in this room again. Okay, good. Hello? Hello? I don't know where I am. I'm lost. I'm totally lost right now. I found some stairs. That's a good sign. Probably. Nope. That's not good. Okay, well, we did something. They left me behind, I can tell. Is it this way, maybe? Okay. Don't like that. The music is not good. What? How do I get out? I don't know where I am. Well, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Oh. Sure.
Oh yeah, you have a movie night tonight.
Did they leave me?
What's winning?
Did you leave me?
Oh, so we left him?
What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? You just left me behind. No, I was lost in the building because you guys bolted out of there so fast I couldn't find you.
But I was shouting for your name and you didn't respond.
I did. I heard you. I yelled.
I didn't hear you at all. Oh my god.
Man.
That's all I gotta say is that you did this. You. All of you.
You watching. I see you. If you have not hit follow, I don't know. Why not just do it? Come on.
What are you talking about? I did not.
It's you.
It wasn't me. Akira did it.
You.
Hold up.
You did it.
Was not me.
The fuck you say to me?
I can't believe that. Too bad they didn't double check the cameras. Yeah, you guys could have used the cameras. That's a good point. You could have used the cameras.
What? You can actually use the camera?
Yes. I don't know. I'm sure there's ways to do it.
Man, I have a skill issue, okay?
Well, we didn't make our quota. I'm guessing we didn't make our quota unless this thing's worth just that much
We
money.
might make it. It's worth like $80.
There's no way. We don't even.
Here. Got a key.
Sure.
You mean?
And I've got a metal pipe.
I guess I could.
I actually have a key too.
We might be able to sell the key. So we might make it. Yeah, if we sell the keys. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me put this key in here too. Oh, I lost my key because I died. Never mind. I don't have a key.
Man, you do not have the key to success.
Yee.
It says 100%, so maybe that means we'll get 100% of the value.
Sure.
It's probably what that number means.
It might. Let's see.
Come on, big money.
Give it to me. Watch us get like 179.
Yeah, right.
180, right?
We got 90.
Oh, man.
Aww.
Well, that was close.
No, it wasn't. It was like half of what we needed.
Half is better than nothing.
Actually, it's more than half. We needed 130.
See, the glass is half full.
Well,
shut up.
Maybe if I hadn't died and I got. Oh shit. Well.
Been good knowing you, boys.
Yeah.
Turned off the lights.
I'm just gonna embrace my fate here. I'm gonna
Who did it?
I'm gonna embrace my fate.
Who?
Is nobody pushing any buttons?
I pushed it.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, here we go. I'm just embracing.
There we go. Okay, took it.
Oh, here we go. Just open it.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Here we go.
All of you.
Bye. That's okay. Man,
You are Firet.
this is tough.
It's a certified top text, bottom text moment. Did
So,
we lose Milo? Oh, there.
I feel like maybe our flaw is that we're not using all of the tools to our advantage. You know? Because there's like other...
Yeah.
There's other like cameras and such that...
Where you will eat
I don't know.
for the duration of your contract.
Don't you point at me like that. I'll point at you.
Make yourself a to complete the onboarding process. You will want to check the instruction manual and sign the ship's computer. We trust you will
Nyzen was not the imposter. I might have been.
asset to the company.
You never know.
Great asset to the great asset.
Oh my god, our options are not good. Every single one has something going on. Maybe the only one that doesn't is Vow, which is foggy, but I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Okay, we're gonna need at least something.
We have money.
We have $60.
Hey, that's good enough.
Yeah, right, we can-
buy a world with that.
Sure. Oh, shovels are on sale too. Look at that.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah.
Going to Ace Hardware today, boys.
I feel like that's gonna be all of our money though. Oh well, that's fine.
Do. Alexa, play the
Oh,
Home
eat
Depot
it like
theme.
it's doomed.
All right, let's do it. Bam. Do better. Do better. We can't. We are the worst employees maybe of all time. Okay, welcome.
We go again.
Welcome to the fog, you guys.
Lowly interns.
I don't know if like the fog
see
means
shit.
anything. Yeah. It's a level C. I blame Theo. It probably was.
Coming. The voices, they're getting louder. The fog is coming.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, there is ground.
I cannot see a damn thing.
Wow.
Wow. This could be an issue. Where would our thing show up at? Oh boy. Careful where you walk, I guess.
I'm with you, I guess, Akira. Oh,
Okay, some's over. No.
Oh, you're with me.
Nathan, over here.
Where? Oh, nice. I cannot see you guys at all. Where are you at?
Assume he's
Right here, right here, right here. Follow my voice.
It's not helping. Oh wait, it's somewhere over here. Jesus, how is this possible?
The sound of Christmas.
Okay,
Well, not
there you are.
Christmas. Hey, there you are.
Okay.
Oh.
Where is this thing?
Oh.
There it is.
Oh. No, did we get our stuff?
Did we even get anything?
No, we didn't.
No,
we
'cause
did.
we didn't open it.
We didn't open it in time. Oh my god.
Fucker.
Can I just jump off the cliff now?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
this is good. This is gonna go really well. This is impossible. There's nothing we can do.
Thank you, Mordecai. Appreciate your homie.
How do we? How do we find our way? I can see where the ship is, but that's about it.
Do you guys know the way?
Nope.
Do you know the way? Honestly,
Do you know the way?
great. We might just want to skip this day, go to the next day, and just really try to harvest some shit.
Honestly, yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. I can't see a goddamn thing.
I'm just looking around me and I do not see like anything that says like, hey, here's the entrance, you dummy.
That's evil!
Revenge! Revenge! Revenge!
Right. About that. I was drowning anyway, so
Okay,
damn, dude.
that's petty.
That was revenge. Revenge will be mine. Revenge shall be mine.
You did this.
Revenge shall be mine. Alright, you guys deserve that.
I beg to differ.
Well, too bad. All right, there. I found a place that's not all messed up. Hopefully.
You say that.
Yeah, I know. The problem is I don't know if we get our stuff back, like our
Last
shovels.
words over here.
Did we get our money back? Nope, we did not. Okay. Good. Maybe it'll try again.
Too. Okay. I doubt it.
Yeah, I think we're screwed. I'm just gonna hope.
All right, boys.
I'm gonna hope against hope that it's just gonna try here as well, but I doubt it. No, it's not. Did they just run? Oh my god.
Suffer from despair.
You get.
Here. Nathan, are you okay?
Yes, I'm here. Where are you?
Okay.
Behind you. Go to the door.
Which door? Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mordecai claimed the sound. I had to do it.
Okay. Yay.
I was wondering. Yay.
There's literally nothing in this room. I don't know why the server room never has anything in it. It's really sad. You'd think there might be something.
I found a thing. I found metal.
Oh, nice. Oh, hey, there's a key.
Hey, good.
The key.
Sweet.
Key.
What about in this room?
It's
Oh,
Nothing down here.
no.
oh. Okay, that was you.
My flashlight.
We don't have any money.
Oh. Skill issue, I guess.
There's light over here.
There's a door. Ship computer terminal, dude.
I do not like that there's liquid here on the floor.
There's a electronic door, guys. What's that liquid?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, I found something.
It's safe.
Where?
Ready, I got a bottle.
Oh, hey, there's a place.
Okay.
Fuse box.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't do. Okay.
There's a fuse box.
Don't you do it again.
Watch me do it.
Don't you do it again.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Found the back rooms.
Nice.
So we're going back? Or what's the plan?
I don't know. Oh, I found a key.
Problems resolved.
I have nothing so far.
Same. Well, actually,
Wait, don't leave me back. What are you doing? Stop running away.
locked door.
Oh.
Got a key.
I got a key.
I have a key.
Here's the door. Oh,
I'm sure.
There's a big bolt here.
Nice.
It actually worked.
I don't like this room.
Oh, that's where
Don't
the
do
thing
it.
is.
Do not even think of. Well, it's worth money though, isn't it? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's pickles. Okay, I'm taking it. There we go. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Oh shit. Probably a bad idea.
Yeah, it's fine.
Increase levels of radiation.
It's fine. Just get out of here.
You know the way?
No,
Milo, you're going another way here.
that's not the.
That's not it.
Oh, Milo, wait.
Where did you go? Where'd you go?
Q. We're a group. We're over here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's just go this way. I'm sure it'll be fine. Is this the way we went?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like that.
Okay.
I think this is...
Nope, this is not right because there's no way to go over here.
About this way.
Oh, right.
This looks familiar. This looks familiar. This looks familiar.
And then one of these. Yeah, because there's the fuse box.
Yeah, the thing that. Yeah. Okay.
I think this way?
Sure.
Sure.
This looks right. This doesn't look right.
Over here.
Which way? I can't tell who is who.
This way.
Wait.
Which way?
I think this is maybe the way.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, alright.
Nope. That's nope.
That's not it. Shit.
Well, maybe through here. Let's just go through here. That seems as good as any.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Okay.
This looks right.
This looks fine. Yeah, this looks great.
Nope.
This was wrong, guys. Take the other one. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We did it.
Ah, there's the door.
We got it!
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's get out of here.
Win!
So winning.
Yay.
It's 3:27 p.m.
We did it.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I don't know how well I can jump, but ow. Oh, that's a lot of birds. I'm very slow. Oh, am I gonna be able to get back up there?
Oh, I'll probably have to help you. Here, hang on.
Nope, I'm
really
good.
heavy.
I got it.
Okay.
You good?
Hold up. Pickles.
Oh, we got so much good stuff.
$104 for the pickles.
Nice. We're gonna be good. Let's go. Let's go. We got this.
One.
All right, everybody's in. Close the door. Let's get this shit on the road. We got it. Yeah, we got the quota. We got it this
Why
time.
are my burgers so expensive?
Let's go. Damn, pickles. I'm so shocked that
We gotta invest in the pickle economy.
the company is buying at 53%. I wonder if that means that like maybe it's not the best time to go do it.
Man, we probably missed like one thing in there.
You probably did.
Everything.
That's fine.
But my guess is that guys, like, when it says 53%, I'm thinking that that's how much they're paying you. Yeah, the actual value.
So let's just go to the next planet, and then we'll collect more.
That might be a good idea.
Then again, we're risking a lower percentage, but like, hey, it might be worth the risk.
Yeah, it might be.
$100-something worth of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're buying at 77 right now.
Ooh.
Is that worth going for?
Maybe we'll go. Maybe we'll go. I mean, the one jar of pickles is $103.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we might meet the quota. And
Okay.
That begs the question, does that let us keep the extra day that we have left?
I don't know.
Who knows?
That would be nice if the days rolled over, but...
Alright, grab some stuff. Grab some things. Let's all go. Let's go see our boss, the Tentacle Man.
This time, get up the wine. Uncle Jim's in his favorite jumper.
Hentai-sama, we've come with presents.
Girl dinner.
Get out.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling,
really tingles my leg.
ring-a-ling.
For real, so hard.
Alright, how much should we get?
Dangster.
Hey! Hell yeah!
Big money!
We made the money. I still have something on me. Hold on.
It's on me.
I have a flask.
Yeah, please. Hey,
Hold on. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
That shit.
I didn't know I had that.
Or we could save it for the next trip. Give us a head start.
It's fine. We're here now.
Okay. All right. Watch it kill him.
I don't think he answered.
Man, we can get some walkie-talkies, we can get some shovels, we can get some flashlights, and everything's gonna be fine and nothing will go wrong at all.
And nothing can go wrong.
Absolutely.
It all went wrong!
Did we get anything? We got $16. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
you know.
All right. Okay.
And
All right. Let's close that up and let's get this show on the road.
Let's get this road on the show for real.
So I'm guessing we get another day to like build up more money if we want.
That would be nice.
Okay.
Oh, maybe.
I think we do.
So it looks like assurance, offense, or march. Actually, pretty much all of them are fine right now.
Surprise me.
Let's go to offense.
Is it one that we haven't done?
I don't know. March, maybe. Have we been to March?
Yeah, we went to March.
Okay.
We went to March.
I'm gonna go to offense. Who's peeing? No peeing.
I peed.
You guys got to do that before we leave, okay?
No.
Pee 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 poo
At least tell me you did it in the corner.
Oh, we never started the ship. Okay, hold on.
What if I didn't?
God damn
What are you gonna
it.
do about it? What are you gonna do about it, Akira? What are you gonna do about it?
I'll pick your nose.
Wow. Does that mean I have to like redo it? The coordinates? I think I do. Shoot.
Here you go.
Okay, we're going.
I picked it rightly for you.
Quota reached.
Overtime bonus $34.
Profit quota. Nice.
Dude,
New
we're
quota
killing it.
that you need to reach.
We got this. We got this. My ass hurts.
Okay, so we could definitely buy stuff. We should.
I think we definitely need to. How much money we got?
Well, walkie-talkies are cheap right now, and so are shovels.
Definitely walkies.
Yeah,
Can you buy me the Lego Death Star?
I will. Just because you guys did so good, you've earned this. You've earned it.
Uncle Nathan.
Yes. Let's get like 2 of those.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And then if I
land the ship, shouldn't I?
not well, yeah, you can. Let's do.
You get
Let's
done
do.
shopping there.
Well. I don't know if there's a way to buy more than one thing at a time, but if there is...
The number after you type it in.
Well, I know. I mean, like more than one item, though, is what I mean.
Oh, well, no.
Okay.
I don't think.
What's the word? Flashlight. Okay. We're gonna have like 3 ships come at us.
Young man.
We're gonna have like 3 ships coming at us in a row.
Yeah. Amazon Prime, baby.
I do hope the jingle overlaps.
Oh, we're back in Pumpkin Land. I forgot. Okay, here we are.
Oh yes, Pumpkin Hill.
Nightmares, my Christmas.
Beautiful.
Right before it.
I don't know where this thing is gonna land, but it might be over here.
Oh, this way?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where the supply ship's gonna land.
Looks like the main entrance is right here.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's convenient.
Yep. Where's our supply ship?
Did you order it?
I did.
It's coming.
Oh, there it is. Hey, we found it. Okay.
Right under the fire.
Yeah, this time we got it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it did drop off everything. Nice.
Dude.
I got a shovel.
Shovel and a flashlight. Did we get walkies?
We got some walkies right here if everybody wants it. Yeah. Anybody want it? There's one right here.
I'm good.
There's one right there too. Well, somebody take them. There's 2 of them.
Somebody could take my shovel. I'm gonna take the walkie.
Okay. Somebody want this other one, or should we just put it on the ship? Ah. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna put it on the ship actually, just in case we lose one.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I'll do.
Alright, guys, I'll be your light in the dark.
Yay!
Where's the
buddy system there?
Where's the main entrance? Is it over here? Oh, there it is.
Oh.
How do you get up there? Or is it not up? It's like... I don't know. Let's go through this canyon. I'm sure there's nothing over here.
Do you at least have a walkie-talkie with you?
I don't, but... Oh, here we go. It's right here. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, you got a shovel, I got a flashlight.
I got a flashlight as well, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. We got this.
Yeah.
Are we the only 2 here?
I think the others are still at the ship.
Why?
I do hope they find a way. Should we just go ahead? Because it's already 11 a.m.
Yeah, we better go. They'll figure it out. Hey, tattered metal sheet. Beautiful. All right.
Okay.
Hey, there's some bottles up here.
Oh.
We'll have to carry those in, though, because they will not... You can only carry one of those.
Hey, buddy systemers.
Oh, I can carry those.
Okay.
I have 2 items, so I'll go back to the
Okay,
ship.
okay. We'll just keep on our trip then. Where are you going?
Hey, look, a landmine.
Oh, yeah. Don't touch that.
Do not.
Disarm it.
I don't think... well, if you want to try it, it's up to you.
I'm good.
Okay.
Testing.
We're over on the... Over here. Where did Creed go?
This way.
Okay.
Here. I'm Creed.
I know. I'm looking for you.
Oh.
Where's Akira?
Kira, yeah, had some stuff to drop off. Oh, what was that? Okay.
VTech.
VTech?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the...
Got the motor.
All right, well, if you have the motor...
Well, look, there might be something that's working.
Oh, why did it get dark? Did we do something? Okay. Nothing in there.
Okay.
Are we able to walk past the mine?
There's more doors up here. We can just go up this way too.
I'll do it.
Oh. There is some there. Oh, go. Get out of here, Go. Oh, wrong way. Not that way.
Wrong way. That would have been awesome. Well, Milo got. Use it. I killed Milo. Shit.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to the ship. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna go for it. It's fine. I'm fine. Is there a second main entrance? That's kind of weird. Poor Milo. I probably could have saved Milo with the shovel if I had gone back, but I feel kind of bad about it. But I didn't. Oh boy, do I remember where the ship is? That's gonna be the question. I'm just gonna go towards pumpkins because I remember pumpkins. I'm sure that's a good point of reference. Nope. That was 100% wrong. I don't know if I know where it is, guys. I'm not 100% certain I know where this ship is. There's a lot of noise. There's that. It must be over here, because I feel like we came from over here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't know where the ship is. Where's the ship? How do I get to it? Oh god, oh god. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. No, no, it's right behind me. Is that it? That's it. Oh, there's something over there. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Nathan, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Not yet, I'm almost there. Oh no. No! Go, 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 go!
Okay.
I don't know if they're dead or not. I have no idea, yeah.
Let me quickly check the monitor. Yeah, fuck it. They haven't moved. They're not moving. No.
Okay.
Moving.
All right, let's get out of here.
The LeemThatStreams is proud to support an ongoing
Oh,
donation drive right here on
shit.
Twitch for the Lemur Conservation Foundation. If you want to support the stream,
I don't know. I just jumped and jumped and jumped.
To learn more, check out the link in chat at theleemurreserve.org.
The dog was there for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm amazed you got here. Yeah, they were dead.
Okay. Hey, but we did fine. We got a great. We got an A. We got an A. Oh, damn. Bam.
Sorry, how was I the laziest?
Not bad,
I had
not
2
bad.
materials with me.
So, 2 walkie-talkies and a flashlight and a shovel.
Okay, so yeah, they're only buying at 53% right now, so we probably don't want to go there.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
How did you guys die?
There was like a worm thing that
I
jumped
had
on
the
the
flea
face.
thing freaking
Yeah.
jump on my face, and Creed didn't kill it with the shovel that he had.
Tried. I tried.
Oh, that explains what I saw, yeah.
I mean, in fairness, I ran away. I ran away scared, and I had a shovel too. So yeah, I mean,
And so blame him.
yeah. Anyway, let's go.
Do this.
Okay.
Feel all shiny and
Shiny
new.
and new.
Woo!
Woo.
It's fine. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's getting beautiful out here. This is a different area then. Not kind of. I guess it is the same spot.
This is still experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still experimental.
But that's okay. It was one of the only ones.
Easy to navigate.
Yeah, this one we kind of know what we're doing.
This one just feels like home.
Yep.
Hold on. So, who needs like either a shovel or a flashlight?
I have a shovel. Does anybody?
I'll take a flashlight.
Okay, I could probably give you one of those. Here, I'll give you this. Bam.
Hey. Thanks.
Milo, do you need something?
I'll take a shovel.
You would take a shovel? Okay.
So we're gonna buddy system this.
I guess. Or just like, let's try and.
By a flea, I'm not gonna kill it.
Oh,
Someone
Wow.
goes with Creed and someone goes with me.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
Who's?
What was that sound? Oh.
That was the door.
Oh, that was the scariest door I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh, there's a present right there. All right, there we go. Bam. Hey, we got an engine.
Right on the front. Nice.
That was quick.
I'll take that back. Should I leave it here and then we can pick it up on the way out, or?
That's fine. A plastic fish.
Wait, really? Oh my god.
I've got a fish. I started in the game for real.
So my flashlight doesn't work.
Oh, good. It must need charging.
You need to charge it.
All right, take the engine. Yeah, take the engine piece back with you, and then charge your flashlight.
Is that Akira that went? Yeah, it was Akira.
Yeah.
This looks safe.
Oh, I'm sure it's 100%. Whoa. What is this?
Me?
Okay.
A big room. Ooh, tattered metal sheet. Oh, I don't like that. Where did you guys go? Where did you go? Oh, they left me. Guys, there's weird stairs. I don't like that. Okay.
No.
Where'd you go? Where?
It's upstairs though, over here. Ooh. We're here.
I don't know where you are. Where are you at?
I'm talking to 2 people.
Turn around! Right here.
That's right.
Where? What the?
Wait, hold on.
I hear your voice, but I can't see you. There you are. There you are. I got a metal sheet.
Hey, nice.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm here.
Okay, cool.
Made it.
All right.
Sit out there.
Okay, we'll check this side.
I heard something.
I heard something too. Milo, you okay?
Yeah.
You good?
There's like a bottle.
Yeah, there's not really much here.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Apparently this metal piece is very heavy. I didn't realize that. So I can't move very quick.
But you maybe then... Yeah, maybe you can leave it here by the door?
Alright, I'll do that. There we go. Okay.
Okay. I don't know which way the others went.
They just went running off, you know. There's a door over here.
Out of here. Oh, there's a stairway down here.
I think I went down there and there's not much down here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There's a door on the corner over here, though.
Can you show us?
Right here.
Okay.
Oh, it's one of those things.
Oh.
So that's gonna turn the lights off, so that could be a problem for them if we do it, though.
Well, assuming these two are still together, they have a flashlight at least.
True.
But do we risk fucking around and finding out?
Well... yes.
I can already hear them screaming, probably.
Okay. We need it, yeah. And then I think you'll probably have to grab the metal sheet on the way out.
I'll do that.
Okay, it's right there. Alright.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. They're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
They're gonna be fine.
We do need to hurry. It's starting to get dark soon.
Yep.
Let's just drop it by the ship and see if we can find them on the monitor.
Yeah. That's a lot of moths. It feels like the weather's picking up too.
Yeah.
Look at this. We got so much stuff in here. It's actually pretty insane.
Okay, oh, they're still alive. They're together.
Oh, oops. Well, surprise, I guess.
Yeah.
Should we go back for them, or what do we do?
I can go back because I have the flashlight.
Okay.
You know how to handle the monitor?
Let's see. So I can...
If you hover over this white button, you can switch people you want to follow.
Okay.
If you see that, if you see that all these blue dots,
yep, I see them.
You're probably dead.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on you guys.
Okay.
You know, if we were smart, we would get the walkie-talkie, and then someone...
Charge my flashlights.
Oh, okay. I think the smart move is probably... It's dark. Ugh.
Yeah.
The smart move is probably to get the walkie-talkie and have someone stay in the ship.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've separated. Oh.
Okay. There was a bug coming my way, so I immediately left.
Yeah, probably a smart idea.
They're still alive.
Yeah, they're still... Oh, there's something coming after them, though. There's a red dot on the screen. Oh boy, they better...
look out at the door.
I think they're completely lost and they can't figure out how to get out.
Man, we need like a teleport or something. I know you can make it in the game.
Is that the exit? That might be the exit. Oh, they're out. They made it out.
Holy shit.
Okay. Okay.
I'll just signal them.
Yeah, signal. They're almost here. They're almost here. You guys are here. You guys are here. Get in.
You guys
Somebody else can have Creed next time.
And fuck that, they pulled the power.
Yes, we wanted the money.
Oh, we have so much stuff.
Did good.
We did really good. Okay. And let's see what... Whoa, I didn't like the sound of that. They're still buying it 53% though.
Nah,
I think
we'll wait.
Well, we can't. I mean, we can, but
we can. We got 2 days. You're the laziest and most profitable.
Hell yeah.
nice.
We got that ass.
1 day left. Okay. So let me see.
Fucking earned it. Esther, how you doing, man? You doing okay today?
Oh, they're at 77. We should go.
Yeah, we should go.
Okay.
Okay, off we go.
I won.
We did it.
You won.
You guys, I was looking at the monitor and there was something chasing you two out of that building.
Really? The entire time?
Yep.
Wow.
There was a red dot like couple of rooms behind you.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
So we can get ship upgrades as well.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
And one thing is a teleporter. So if someone is really lost, we can teleport them back.
I like that.
What is this fish?
It's a fish.
May want to
It's
consider
nice.
that.
All right.
Put him in the game. Real. Here you are. Fish.
Nice. Okay, let's get everything up here.
It's gonna be a couple trips.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple of trips.
I can grab something and...
I'm coming.
The Cell Night Star.
Cell Night Star.
It was good.
Yeah, we got lots of loot. Whee!
There we go.
I think that's everything. Everything else on the ship is... I think that's everything. Everything else is just a shovel and a flashlight.
Yee!
Yeah, come on, big money!
Big money, big money, big money!
Big money!
There it goes.
Believe in the power of hentai.
Come on.
Oh! Hell yeah!
Let's fucking
Nice!
go. Night Star just shit himself.
When spamming the bell? Okay.
Nice. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Wait,
All right.
Oh, that's a flashlight.
All right. How are we feeling, everyone?
I don't know if there's a way to save progress.
I don't think there is either, but I guess it probably doesn't matter. Yeah.
I think it auto saves, but I mean, I don't know in terms of like when you get together with people if it like
Yeah.
Yeah, if you save your money.
the game that you previously played or if it really matters altogether.
I'm gonna put my stuff on the cabinet here. Just in
Yeah,
case.
maybe that's something you could do. That might be a good idea.
Place it.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
No. I want to.
I'm gonna do more of this with you guys though. This
This
awesome.
is really funny. Money goes to the. Okay, so who's the host? Who's the host?
Me.
Okay, so you get the money for this.
Hell yeah.
That's apparently how that works.
So the money. Okay, so if Creed hosts another room next time.
Yeah, we get all the money back at that
So
point.
you get the money
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Oh, then we can maybe do things like the teleporter, so we can.
Yeah. That way, when we leave you guys in the dark to find your way out, you'll be fine. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be just fine. Nothing to worry about.
I'm gonna look into mods and see if I can't change the color of my suit.
Right?
I know there are multiple mods for this game.
It does make it tough to kind of know who you're working with, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Nice work, guys. I think we did great.
Hey, I think we did great.
Yeah, that was fun.
Banger stream.
Team Stinky for the win.
Yeah.
Got sloppy over here. It was great.
GG.
GG, y'all.
Just getting our dance on here, guys. It's great.
For real, for real.
For real.
Victory dance.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's good for me though. It's dark out. It got dark. It got so dark. Holy cow. Holy cow. It's really dark out there. All right, guys. Thanks for playing today. That was fun. I'm glad we got to do this. We started to find our groove towards the end there, so we did a good job.
Yeah. I feel like yes.
We understand the process now, so that's all that matters.
Yay.
Yay.
For real, for real.
All right.
All right, y'all.
Okay, guys.
I'm gonna go ahead and close out the lobby.
All right, sounds good.
We'll catch y'all in the lobby.
Bye.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we did it, everyone. That was cool, though. That's a cool game. That's actually really fun because it's very uniquely done. I really enjoy it. Let me get over to here really quick. We'll just go there. We'll get that going out. That was fun. I had a really good time with that, so I'm glad we got to do that. Like I said, we're going to be back our normal time on Tuesday. We're going to play some more of Small Saga. That was awesome. I love Small Saga. I can't wait to get back to it, so we'll be back on Tuesday with Small Saga. I will see you guys then. In the meantime, I'm going to send you guys over to Seth Raccoon right now, who's an awesome streamer, so you guys should check him out. You guys really like him. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. It's been fun. Thank you, Gecko. I hope you had a good time. I'm glad everybody stopped by today and said hello and made it a fun stream along with everybody else. But until next time, guys, have a good one and enjoy.